Hey y'all, what's going on? What's going on? Happy Thursday. We done made it to the porch and we got to talk about these rich folk business and a couple of the poor folks too. But we gonna have a good night. I'm glad y'all made it in. I hope everybody else trickles in. Y'all know I made a big old oopsie over on the community page where I normally put the link for y'all to come in and be able to wait. I don't know what got into me today. I think I'm just tired and a little bit stressed because I made a big old oopsie. Child, I put the StreamYard link instead of the link for the video. So y'all gotta forgive me, but a girl is tired. Your girl is tired, honey. I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off, but we done made it here. We gonna have us a good old time. Now y'all know what it is. First things first, please go ahead on and hit your like button if you haven't already. If you've already hit the like button, I thank you. And if you haven't, it ain't too late. Reach on over there and tap that bad boy so we can get into this good old gossip. Tracy Williams, how you doing? You say Mod Squad loves you. I love the Mod Squad right back, and everybody over in Sherelle's world. Y'all are super cool, super cool. I love you guys. So anyway, y'all know what I do over here. I'm not getting into nobody's gossip until I greet everybody in the room, and then we'll get into the gossip, right? We'll have a little fun with it that way. Lady 747, how you doing? We got Miss Sparkle in the building. All right. Deandra, Cutie Pie Forever 21. Learning to love myself. How you doing over there? Good to see you. Auntie Eva, hey there. Queen Mermaid said, where is the family? I don't know. Maybe they went to bed, girl. It is a little late, so maybe they're in the bed. You just never know. Lala Chanel, how are you? How are you? Egypt Nile is here. What would we do without our archangel? That's what I really want to know, but I don't ever want to find out. Okay, Marva, you made it. Hey, Marva, no, you didn't miss it. Sis was just, I'm not on point today. And I'm not afraid to say that. I'm definitely not on point today. I'm a little tired, and I think I've been doing just a little bit too much. But we up in here. All right. Queena, hey, Queena, good to see you. All right, all right. All right. Well, y'all made it up in here. I'm glad you're here. Demi P. Hey, Demi. Wow. Destiny the Boss. How you doing? And we ain't seen you in a minute. Where you been? You been in the replay game? All right. Velma Cook, how you doing? Glennis. Hey, girl. All right. I'm glad y'all up in here. Tracy, I'm so glad to see you. So glad to see you up in here. Takesha Pickens, how you doing? Happy to be happy. How are you? All right. Okay, you was in there like, I know, right? Y'all just don't know. I've been ripping and running and going through it. Candy R, how you doing? You was out on the road today. What you say? Triumphant Thursday. All right. Sandra Richardson, how you doing? There's my Christian Key. How you doing? How you feeling, boo? All right. LEL. Yes. So now the party can get started. Once you hear, you know we already made it. Hey, DT. All right. You say replay heavy. Clinicals and work have me behind. You going for your RN, girl? If so, I show. Listen, we praying for you. We sending you positive energy and lots of good restful, restorative sleep, because I know that ain't no joke. All right. You definitely got our support. We love you, and we sure hope you do your thing. Delicia, how you doing? Latavia, the voices in here. All right, all right. I love it. I love it. So listen, y'all ready to get into this good old gossip? Okay, y'all know how we do it on the porch on Thursdays and Saturday nights. We start with the light, move on to the heavy. Okay, we start light and move heavy. So every now and then, it gets a little real. I don't think tonight gonna be too heavy. We've been real light on the gossip. Pharmacy. All right, girl. Yes, we are cheering for you. You're gonna be just fine, and we know you're gonna get out there and make big bucks, no whammies. Okay? We are so proud of you. You keep doing what you do. You be in the replay game, but every chance you get, please come and kick it with us. We love you, okay? So please, and let us know once you pass your exam so we can celebrate with you. All right? So without further ado, into the gossip we go. So like I said, y'all know we start light and we end up a little heavy. So let's get it. All right. All right. So let's see what the lightest thing on the list tonight. Hey Vanessa. Hey Spiller. You made it out. You know I was already looking for you. I was looking. You say you listening and finishing up at the plantation. Girl, Angie got all us saying that. Hey Vanessa. How you doing, sis? Okay. So listen, I think that the lightest thing on the agenda for tonight would be that I think Ashanti is celebrating her 41st birthday. And if I gotta tell the truth, the girl looks good. The girl looks great. JC just made it in. Hey girl, she looks fabulous. I'm not sure how she's doing it, whether she bathes in formaldehyde or what it is, but it looks like she hasn't aged even one day at all. So I'm not sure what her mojo is, but she definitely got her mojo working. Happy birthday to Ashanti. And y'all, I seen some comments underneath her picture where she was up there dancing in her bikini. Honey, looking good. That's right, y'all. Please hit the thumbs up. Y'all listening to Tracy. She telling y'all the truth. Hit the thumbs up. But I seen the comments underneath her pictures. Baby, somebody said that Nelly fumbled the bag. He sure did, because that was a beautiful girl. But y'all know how men do. You'll get a girl that looks wonderful and treat her real bad. And then when she run off and leave and you see you had yourself something special, ain't nothing you can do to get her back. I'm so you know what? I'm so happy to see you. Lala Chanel, you another one be studying all the time. But we so glad that you made it up in here tonight. Okay, so that's, I think, the lightest thing we got on the docket. But we're going to dig on into the rest of it. So I think with the next thing that's on the lighter side of the gossip for the night, did y'all hear Lizzo supposed to be got a man? Please tell me I'm not the only person that didn't know Lizzo got a man. When Lizzo went and got a man, y'all? And why ain't nobody tell me? And why he let her run around naked? And why he ain't trying to hide his goodies? What is going on? Hey, Marilyn McGowan, how you doing, sis? Y'all, I was thrown off. I say, so Lizzo got her a man. He tall, you know, like he got a decent complexion. I think he had some braids, and now he got a low cut. And so they say they've been seen out multiple times together. So it looked like she been going with this man for a minute. Okay. And if you say she been hiding him, I think so, because can't nobody find out nothing about him. Not his name, not his age, not his credit score, nothing. I ain't know. I'm with Egypt. She been hiding that man. She been hiding that man. Christian Key said, I didn't know either, but she needs someone to pay her attention. She does. And they look like, to me, they look like a cute couple. He tall and whatever. You know, his facial features is a little different, but he ain't ugly or nothing like that. And look like they get along good. They look like they got good chemistry. Right. I'm telling you. Now, I remember they started that rumor saying she was pregnant, but you know, you ain't got to have no man nor no husband to be pregnant. You know, them girls, you know, you might be tiptoeing through the tulips. Anything can happen. And next thing you know, boom, bam, kapow, baby. So, you know, that ain't no shocker. You know the world we live in now. So, you know, I didn't take that to mean she had no man. Child, please. They say she been seen with that man multiple times and can't nobody. That's what I said. Why she acting a fool if she got a man? Girl, you better go ahead on, Lizzo. And he tall, too. You know, that's always the plus. The man tall. He tall, y'all. Uh-huh. You say so. No, he ain't imaginary. He ain't imaginary, girl. He the real thing. It's really real. Mm-hmm. So they've been together for quite some time now. But DT, who is the man and why is she hiding him? What is his name? Where do he work? Where he from? Who is mama them? We got questions. Egypt now say, oops, I meant to say she has her man and been hiding him. She was saying she was with child. She didn't say that. She was pretend like she suggested it, but she never flat out said it. That's why it was a rumor, but I'm like, she a whole stunt queen. So you never know when she suggests things, whether it's real or not. She does. A lady 747 say, I like them tall too. Yes, when the man is tall, you got to give him extra credit. In my book now, especially if they're tall and dark. Good night. Vanessa say, yes, like Megan Thee Stallion looks cute with her tall man. Yes, Megan look real cute with that fella. He ain't so cute, but when you put him next to her, he looks a lot better. Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't tiptoe through the tulips. Anything can happen. Don't go tiptoeing through the tulips. You better leave them tulips alone. I heard stories. A lady 747 say every short man I knew had a complex. The shorter, the more complexes. Oh man, ain't nobody trying to date no Rubik's Cube. Auntie Eva say, why does he let her walk around naked? That's what I wanted to know. I mean, maybe he's a free spirit. You know how people are now. Maybe they got like a nudist type thing going on where they just believe in, being free and exposing yourself and expressing yourself. Maybe that's how they doing it, child. I just wanted to give him and her extra credit because the brother is tall. Now that hair was kind of, was a little straightish kind of sort of, with the shortcut. It didn't look like it curled all the way around over. But he had a lot of hair, it was thick, and he did have a smooth complexion. So I'm gonna give him that. But the brother's tall. I just wanted to make sure we let y'all know that because that is on the lighter side of the gossip for the evening. What you say? Hold on. What you say, Candy? No short men, tall and handsome. Yes. Girl, yeah, they might be living the nudist type of thing. You know how some people don't mind being naked and they want to show their bodies and be expressive and free and all that. You say what now? Says I only fool with short men. Hey, I ain't mad at you now. Sometimes they can come in handy. They can come in handy. I always say, honey, there's a lid for every pot. I don't care what you are. It's somebody that wants just that. Okay? Vanessa say, yes, he could be a free spirit or he don't give a dang. Right? Lily, y'all, it's the red lipstick hustler. Lily, for me, I'm glad you made it, sis. We up in here talking about the fact that Lizzo got a whole man and he tall and she been hiding him. She don't want nobody to know about the man. But people done seen her with this man a few times. And she done hid him so good, can't nobody find him. We don't know nothing about it. But we gonna get to it. Somebody gonna find out. And then when I find out, I'm gonna tell y'all. Okay. Moving right on along. Wait a minute. A lady 747 say her ex is 6'7", but short men try harder and are really sweet. Yeah, like a Tootsie Roll midget. No, thank you. Takesha say I like men. Me too. Girl, I got some girls that say God made them and they don't grade them. Lord, look at Vanessa. The only thing a short man can do for me is say the plane. Girl, not Fantasy Island, not tattoo. Don't do it. You got, what you say? You got to echo everyone else feeling, why does he let her act the fool? Right. I told y'all maybe he a free spirit now. That might be a free spirit. I talked to the lady 747 that was 6'9". That thing sure was fine. Lord help him. Wasn't no good though. Wasn't no good, but he was nice to look at. Okay. Moving right on along. We got some more light work. If y'all don't mind, we can dig on in there. Say, I remember they haven't released the name, but everybody calls him Mr. Sunglasses and Braids Man. Well, baby, they can't call him Mr. Sunglasses and Braids no more. They might be able to say sunglasses because he done cut that hair. Yep, the picture I seen, he done cut that hair. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am, 6'9". And I almost told you something else, but I have to tell you that one in private. That's all I'm going to say. Mm-hmm. That's right, 6'9". And a whole hoe out there in them streets, baby. But listen, we got more up. I got my water bottle so I can stay hydrated while I tell y'all all this him. You say you going to search to see what he look like. Now, don't look at him directly in the face, Lily. Now, you can look at him, but don't look directly in the face. Squint when you look at his face. Everything else is fine, though. Everything else is just fine. Nothing wrong with it. Just when you look right about the face, squint real hard. Mm-hmm. You say you love a man who's 6'9". I know that's right. Uh-huh. Hey, Maybelline. All right. So listen. No, he ain't very dark, Lily. He good and brown, but he definitely ain't very dark. No, ma'am. You say squint and look sideways. Yeah. Bend your head to the side at about a 45-degree angle. Yeah. And make sure you facing the sun when you look at it. Free spirit or fool spirit might be both. Might be both. Ain't no law say it got to be one or the other now. Y'all, let me get to the next one. I got some more light work on the docket that y'all gonna get a couple of giggles off of. Are you ready? All right. So anyway, you say, no, not my type. I like dark meat, very dark burnt. Me too. That's right. Yeah, you got to face the sun when you look at that one. Squint hard. All right, y'all say y'all ready? Let's roll. So apparently, I'm sure y'all done heard about it. If you didn't, you about to hear about it right now. Well, there's some tell-all book that came out by Bravo. Some young man wrote it, and apparently he done interviewed the housewives and different people that work on the Bravo shows. Now, I know that sounds incredibly boring, and I was bored to death hearing about it until my ears perked up. And I say, do my ears deceive me? Is this some good old funny gossip? It's silly, but it's funny. Well, it involves a silver-haired drama queen named Andy Cohen, and everybody's favorite secret squirrel, Candiace Dillard doggone Bassett. Well, baby, in the tell-all book, Candiace let it rip. She said Andy ain't no good. She say Andy don't care about nobody but himself. And say that when she went through it, she got physically attacked. She talking about that thing with Monique. First of all, I'm still going on record as saying Monique ain't attacked nothing but that wig. And by the looks of the wig this season, I want somebody to attack these wigs. Hell, I don't care if she attacked the wigs, but somebody need to attack them wigs. And the one she wore to the reunion. I want an angry mob to go after that wig. But I'm going to let that go. But that's all that happened. But according to the secret squirrel, she said that Andy didn't check on her, say that she reached out to one of his assistants and left a message and say she ain't called back at all. She said he don't care nothing about nobody. And if he, somebody on his shows, she said she know for a fact that he talked to some of the other housewives, hey, country mama, and that she reached out. And if somebody on one of the shows had been physically attacked, that he should have reached out and at least asked if she was okay. And I said to myself, I'm sure production told him all about the Post-it notes and the folded Kleenexes. He knew she was fine. But that ain't all, y'all. Nah, baby. This is a bold squirrel. Baby, this squirrel said that he don't care about none of the women. He care about himself, and that he making money off the backs of those women to pay for his child. Now, I don't know. When she say stuff like that, I say this girl be saying it with her chest. Now, is it that she don't like children or she don't like people with children? Yeah, honey. That's a mean little squirrel. DT say, oh my, Mr. Koken don't care about anyone else but those who give him young male models and cake to play with and coke to play with. Oh my. Country mama, what you say, girl? Hey, you can't hear? Y'all can hear me, right? Go out and come back in, country mama. Don't go nowhere. I don't get to see you that much. JC say, the wig she wore to the reunion was a travesty against humanity. I'm telling you, it was a sin against God and man. Somebody, the same angry mob that assembled, I don't know who's in charge of the angry mob, whether there's a sheriff or a deputy. Whoever assembled the mob that went after Frankenstein, can y'all please meet after church? Please, so y'all can talk about how y'all can go after that wig she had on at that reunion. Takesha say that wig was drugged and drunk. It's the one Monique tattered. I don't know. That wig looked like it ain't, like it's coming up the rough side of the mountain. Okay? Vanessa say, Candiace, girl, you climbing up the wrong tree, lady. Baby, yes, she is. Yes, she is. Candiace better chill out for this be her last season, and she know her mama done closed the purse. Cut it out. Yeah, and them black men, he like, yeah. Okay, I'm glad y'all can hear me. I don't know what happened with country mama. It might have been her phone or something. Said, well, what do you expect from flying squirrels? They willing to jump out of trees. Girl, is you saying this girl is jumping out of trees? Now, we know she got some good climbing feet because Mia zoomed in on them and she put them on the social media. She don't like Andy, and none of us should. Well, no, I ain't never liked Andy. Now, let's get that understood. But I just was like, dang, girl. My problem is, Takesha, it's a million reasons to dislike Andy, all legitimate. Why you choose to be mad at the man because he didn't come check on you because your wig got adjusted? Thank you, Lily. Child, she need to do something. Andy Cohen is definitely dumpster juice, but it's not his job to call her. Candiace got whooped like a market dog one time and thinks it requires a whole funeral. Yeah, it's almost like, you know how you get a wash rag or like a flip-flop and swing it at something? That's kind of what Monique did. Monique ain't really gave that girl no real backyard beating. She ain't drug and stomped on her, nothing like that. So for Candiace to be like the man should have reached out, I say, girl, you such a drama queen. Let me see what y'all say. You say you hope the music take off? Maybe if she get fired, the music will take off. Lala say Candiace, a.k.a. Tan Karen, doesn't want her job anymore. She's probably about to get fired. Maybe she talking like that because she feel maybe she done heard something. The lawyers he was told not to contact her, probably so, because she did, they did say Bravo was trying to tell her not to go to the law, and she went on and done it anyway. He may be smart, but he wasn't smart enough to block people from uploading his naked raw chicken leg on Twitter that became a topic of conversation weeks ago. Y'all is killing me. Yeah, them good climbing feet. You okay? So I'm the only one seen that girl feet when Mia was trying to get back at her because she kept talking about Mia's mud mashers, and so that girl got that picture of that girl foot and zoomed in on it. Baby, them knuckles. I think your toe ain't supposed to have but like two joints, and you shouldn't be able to see them. Her toes had extra joints. It was some, they look real long and hook like. Like if she'd have got a running start at a tree, you wouldn't have caught her. I can tell you that. You sure wouldn't have caught her. Now, I don't know, what breed that is. You say you love Candiace. I mean, I don't really like her, but I don't hate her. I'm just giving her props. I believe she can climb a tree faster than I ever could. That's all I'm saying. Okay, baby, y'all are professional draggers. Baby, look here, there ain't no joke up in here. Them snipers is in the building. They always are. You say she's in the top 5 on iTunes. Well, go on ahead, Candiace. The singing squirrel. Andy blocked you on Twitter. I ain't never spoke to him. Well, ain't that nothing. Vanessa, what you say? Nah, Candiace, you are one almost hit wonder. Don't quit that day job. You missed it, girl. They was going back and forth because do y'all mind if I catch Destiny up on what happened? Because I'm finna tell sis what done went down. So apparently, plus please y'all hit the like button. Help me out. Thank you. Please and thank you, management. Okay. So anyway, Candiace kept clowning this girl feet the whole season. She started with with your big old feet, and then constantly talking about the girl got them big feet. Then Giselle gonna highlight the girl got big hands and big feet. So anyway, Mia got in her feelings, girl. Gets on social media and gonna zoom in on Candiace squirrel claws and said, "Why you talking about people's feet?" Hey, I'm not no Mia fan, but Mia roasted the hell out of her with just a picture. Because, Mia ain't got no mouth for no roasting. But she all right with the social media game with the Zoom. Because she zoomed in on them squirrel claws. And she won that exchange. That's all I'm going to say. LEL said if they fire Candiace before they fire Broadbent, no Dixon, I'll be pressed. I'm not going to lie. All right. At least you put them on notice now. Say he reaches out to all the others for little or nothing. He protected that Kim and her pimp. Well, while we talking about Kim and her pimp, y'all want to now they saying that the dirt coming out that I guess, I don't know whether it was the last reunion that Kim went to, but anyway, they saying one of them reunions that she went to, they say Crush showed up with a heater, baby. They said he had a whole click, clack, boom. And I'm trying to figure out how he was able to even show up there with that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shagging them trees, baby. Mm-hmm. Listen, I ain't heard the whole song yet. Only part I heard, they keep playing on that darn show. And I don't know why they keep playing it. It just sounds so dreadful and terrible. Say now that raw chicken leg was so red, you could smell the unwashed skin. Oh, Lord. DC, now listen, you can't be doing my stomach like that. You say, yeah, them double jointed toes. When I see, first of all, I shouldn't be able to make out your toe knuckles. And I'm telling you, I could make out all them toe knuckles on them squirrel paws, and I saw extra knuckles that was not supposed to be there. Now, I can tell you that. Mm-hmm. Because you told them the truth about the Beverly Hills reunion. It was boring, and we sick of Erica. Child, poor Erica. Them people gonna mess around and put her in jail. She better come up with that money. Yeah, they say, don't say the word, girl, but they say he had that click clack. They said he had that click clack, boom, that pow pow, the bang bang shoot 'em up. Yeah, that's that real clear privilege when you can show up to a major network event toting that whole calico. Who does that? Who does that? You know, if a black man had done that, they'd call him all kind of thugs, criminals, and ghetto. Candiace think her secondhand clear people privilege really gives her real clear people privilege. And Andy don't like you, girl. First of all, Andy don't like no black person that ain't real dirt poor. Georgia is an open carry state. You could be an open carry state, but those places like that have their own set of rules. He wasn't supposed to bring that in there. You said, stop you crying. Don't cry, sis. I'm going to fold you up some Kleenex. Don't do it. Uh-huh. You said maybe an extra toe. No, it actually looked like one of them toes was missing. Now, I don't want to believe that girl running around here with 4 toes like them cartoon. Y'all ever notice the cartoon characters? They always drawn with 4 fingers and 4 toes. Now, I didn't see all the toes, but I really want to believe in my mind that she got all 5 because she don't walk with a limp. That's me. LEL say she won't be happy till she driving back home to Dorothy's basement. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, especially because we don't know Chris, because we know Chris doesn't. Yeah, Chris don't feed nobody. Hell, Chris won't even cook the food somebody else done bought. I'm trying to figure it out. I ain't figured out yet why they on vacation with a full kitchen and food up in there. Y'all got a professional chef and Mr. G down there with his cataract squinting trying to cook eggs. I don't know, but I'm going to just let it be. Yeah, girl, that click, clack, boom. That's what they said he brought to the thing, to the party. You say, what you say, Andy does love Candy, though. They got something going on. Hey, I don't know. Candy do some strange things. Candy might have hooked him up with something. You just never know. Hey, Nacho Twins mama. You say on sets, you cannot bring the click, clack, bang. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't supposed to happen like that. Yeah, he wasn't supposed to do that, but he clear, so he got away with it. You think he's a fan of who? Talking about Candy Burris? He more than a fan. I think they got something going on. You know, Andy got in trouble before. That's what they say, from fraternizing with people when he was hanging up on the Nene. He might be hanging up on the Candy because, you know, Candy be getting it cracking with the creepy behavior and the creepy friends and stuff. Ain't no telling what them went on. You say he broke and I wanted to leave him. He was broke when she married him. Why did you marry him? You say production made him leave it in his car. But my thing is, like I said, and I still stand by, had that been a black man, it would have been a scandal. It wouldn't have been no quietly leave it in your car. Look what they tried to do with Chris Samuels. That man made a statement that was true, like basically saying, if I was a woman, I'd have popped y'all. They pretended like him as a black man wanted to attack women. And that's only because you had them 2 heifers sitting up there aging like bruised bananas, acting like Karens, like they was afraid of the big aggressive Negro, kind of like Ashley trying to do with DJ Nasty G. Say it looked like she got one of them short toes. She got something because that toe was not visible. Now, that's all I'm saying. You say they told Croy, the botch boy, just to put it back inside the car. Yeah. You know, because he clear. You know, they got to cover it up. Hey, Veronica. You say you think Karma coming back that bite Andy on his rump due to how badly he been treating all the ladies on different Bravo franchises. Child, something going on. Something going on. Hey, Kia. You say woke up and coming in all late. Girl, you ain't that late. You ain't that late. Take your shoes off. Get comfortable. Loosen your wig. Relax. We chilling tonight. Yeah, it would have been all over the tabloids. They would have found the picture. You know how they do when it's black people? They fix the picture and make your skin look extra dark because to them that means extra scary. And they'd have tried to paint him up and do like Rambo and try to Photoshop the little ammunition bands across his chest. All hell would have broke loose. Hey, CC Miller. How you doing, beautiful lady? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They'd have drug him to hell and back if he'd have brought a pow up there to them people's studios. LEL said Candy gives him tokens to the dungeon. And a free voucher for boneless chicken knuckles from her cooking shack in Atlanta. LEL, you are silly. Say, I'll be honest. G gives me the creeps. He ain't right. He is creepy as hell. That's why we done renamed him DJ Nasty G over here. Okay, Nasty G is creepy. He is on the ones and twos. But the idea that Miss Thing is acting like, you know, you of all people, you are just so like put off. He just irks my nerves. Girl, you live with Creepy McCreeperstein. You live with the Walking Dead and the Talking Dead. You up in the house with somebody, you got to check his pulse all through the day, not just when he in the bed. Even when he's sitting up, she checking his pulse to make sure he ain't dead yet. Croy's always rubbed me the wrong way. Child, Croy looked like he got a sheet hanging in the back of his closet, and I ain't talking about for his doggone bed. Okay? There you go. What you say, Vanessa? Croy gives me that good old boys vibe. I'm telling you, baby, it's sheets all through that house and ain't none of them on beds. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But I think that's right up Kim Alley because I always felt like Kim was a whole racist heifer. Not a half of one. Yes, girl, the Walking Dead and the Talking Dead too. Hey, it's Stu, Queen B. So anyway, I just felt like y'all might want to know. I heard about it, so I said, well, let me tell y'all while I'm talking about it. But that's all I got on that. But we gonna move right on along. We got some more. This ain't quite so light. It's a little bit heavier, but I'd be alive if I told you I didn't laugh, because I sure did. Get this. Child, they say Dre, soon to be ex-wife. Apparently, y'all remember the judge that said he had to pay her a monthly amount in support while they trying to get all the divorce finalized. I think like 1.5 million or something like that monthly. Well, apparently, Dre was like, I ain't paying that heifer. It ain't finna happen. So, baby, she needed to serve him papers. Why this woman wait till he had his grandmama funeral to serve the doggone divorce papers, y'all? I got weak. I said, oh, my God. She served the papers at the funeral, and the people is talking. They are talking. They are talking. I said, ooh. You say ain't nothing hood about Kim McCroy. Yeah, it is. Them hoods hanging in the back of their closet. You must be ain't heard me. I'm telling you what it is. Remember how she treated Sweetie, stupid girl? Yes. I just told Takesha Pickens they got their hood all right. They got hoods and them sheets. Ain't nobody gonna convince me they ain't got them hoods. Okay. Yeah, girl. See, you just catching it. Egypt say, wait, that heifer did what? She went to the man grandmama funeral. Had the people go to the grandma funeral to serve the divorce documents because she want that money, baby. That's what she said. Lily say that was dirty to serve him at the grandmama's funeral. Yeah, she went to the funeral. She was to the funeral, had the people go to the funeral to serve him, because she said she want her $1.5 million a month. And that man say, girl, you get it out the mud. I'm not giving you no $1.5 million a month. No, ma'am. She better be careful. Dre scared me. That's right. That's that on that. Okay. But yeah, he wasn't giving up that money. And Miss Thing had the people go meet him to the funeral. That's right. What you said, Lady 747, a scandal and a shame. Okay. You say they the devil. Yeah. That is pretty low down. That's pretty low down. Or maybe that's her way of telling him, that's how much I don't care nothing about you. I don't have no respect for you. And there it go. What you say, Troy and Kim is Trump supporters. Like, yeah, like I said, they got hoods and sheets in their closet. Don't they cover that? DT say, how disrespectful to do it at the grandmama's funeral. She's the real devil reincarnated. Honey, that lady says she don't care nothing about him, not his grandmama. She want her money. Glenny say, she better hope he don't put a hit out on her for that stunt. Girl, look. Takesha say, get that money. He was dirty not to give her the money. I don't know. Because, see, part of me is like, she ain't need that no $1.5 million a month. But part of me is like, if she was taking punches for 20 years, I mean, it might add up to that. And then the other part of me is like, well, why did you go marry that Negro? And then the other part of me is like, why did you stay there for 20 years getting busted upside your head, allegedly? And then the other part of me is like, Dre, that's what you get. You got black women that had your children. You gonna marry somebody clear adjacent, and she basically trying to take you to the cleaners. And I just, part of me feel like going and dragging that girl because he thought he was cute, beating on black women, filling them up with babies, and then skipping off into the sunset with your manly looking pale tail. But I'm going to digress off that. What you say, she put that on Big Mama. That's right. The process server asked, do you know the best place to serve him with these papers? She said, well, I heard there's going to be a few. Hey, Plum. That's right, girl. Them white sheets. You know what, Vanessa? She say, beats your A by Dre is a devil. That's what he gets. Right. Right now. She mad is trifling behind had women in her clothes and shoes. That's what she said, but y'all, I don't believe that. Listen, I got to roll where y'all roll. That's right. She said, F that, pay me. Baby, she went straight to dollar bill from the Players Club. My bad, y'all. I was looking at something. Glennis, what you say, girl? She seen her come up, and now he don't want to pay up. That's true. Well, she was on the wedding where she could get paid. Yeah, but she ain't care nothing about that. She said she care about the check more. Let me see. Either way, let her get it. Madia should have raised him right. She might be dead. Sometimes you can raise these children decent and they still turn out to be trash. We ain't gonna defame that woman. She done went to glory. And bear in mind, she made it to heaven before you. She'll be done told on you. Don't say nothing about it. Ma'am, I ain't saying nothing about you when you get there. She probably did the best she could with him. He looked like one of them children that just do whatever he want to do. Dre strike me as one of them kids used to run around chewing on extension cords. I don't know. But something ain't never, rubbed me just right about him. But I thought that was a little funny. I just said, wow. Miss Thing is gangster. Go on, girl. So listen, here's something else a little bit on the light side. Vanessa Tom always found it ironic he called his headphone Beats by Dre. Yeah, you can go get beat by Dre too if you ain't right. So listen, y'all. Hazel-E. Y'all know Hazel-E from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, that funny looking girl. I can't tell you what she looked like, but y'all know her. You can't miss her. Now, I remember just a little while ago, she had went all the way to Turkey and got some work done. And then she was crying, talking about they had to cut both of her breasts off because they was botched and everything like that. And people was feeling bad for her and crying. They wasn't crying for her. She was crying. I don't know why she did that ugly cry, but I'm gonna let her live on that one. And she was all upset because them people messed her up over there in Turkey. Y'all know a bunch of them girls been going to Turkey to get their surgery and stuff because they trying to get it for cheap instead of leaving their bodies alone. Well, she took her behind on over there and got messed up, and then they had to take them out, and she ain't had no breast. Well, As sad as that was, what you say, Egypt? Gonzo with light eyes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Chewing on he do like he chew on extension cords. Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, they say she went back to Turkey to get more surgery. Baby, it couldn't have been me. Now, them people messed you up so bad that you was on there crying and talking about, and now your titties is gone and you upset and you feeling bad and you crying because you didn't have no chest. Well, I guess they fixed it and now she heading back. What you say, Mimi, the head sniper in the building? She said she looked like a platypus. Thank you, Mimi. I couldn't figure out what it was, and I couldn't give it a name if it hadn't been for you. If it had not been for you. Thank you, Mimi. Hazel is a hot mess. She think her light skin make her pretty. Y'all pray for her. You right. That's right. That's right. Stay honey. The baby, she got that little messy color, and you can't tell her nothing. Yep. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What you say? Yeah, Mimi said a platypus. I think she got it right. Lala, you call that girl Hazel-E. Well, baby, her booty finna be soft as shaman because they say Miss Thing went back to Turkey, the same place where she was crying about what they did to her chestnuts. She going back to get more surgery, y'all. I think she done got it by now, or she on the way. Yes, honey, that's right. She is the head sniper for a reason. She just came in and just put it all together for me. Because every time I look at Hazel-E, I can't tell you what she looked like, but it's something. And I always say, she sure looked like something. And Mimi came along and she just brought it on home for me because I just couldn't put it together. That's why I say if it hadn't been for Mimi, I'd have been here another 2-3 years trying to figure out what do that girl look like? What do she look like? But thank goodness for Mimi. Mimi saved me because I just couldn't put two and two together to save my life. Thank you so much, Mimi. So now let's see. What else? Say they keep getting surgeries and they look crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who told them it looked good. I don't know why they keep doing it, cutting and sewing on their faces and noses and stuff. It's just strange. But you know, hey, do what you do. She looked like old school Play-Doh. Hey, man. What you say? I always thought she looked like an anteater by the face. Now, you know what? That ain't a bad comparison. That ain't a bad comparison. So her name is Colorist Hazel-E. Yeah, according to your little sister. Marvin said a nasty old crow. Now, you know what? That cut deep, Marvin. A nasty old crow. Now, you know, it's been a long time since I heard somebody called an old crow. Ain't she right? Ain't she right when she said platypus? But you say what now? Said an anteater, and that ain't too far off either. But anyway, yeah, she going back so they can do it to her again. Now, I didn't pay attention to what they finna cut, and the thing is, ain't no telling what they about to cut or done cut. But I just didn't understand how you go back over there to get cheap surgery. You went the first time to get cheap surgery and lost both your bosoms, and they had to go back and somebody else had to fix it. You know what? You're not wrong. See, that's the thing. I can't dispute nothing y'all saying. Hazel makes me think of Al. She got that same complexion as Al. They look better before the surgeries. Mm-hmm. Protect My Energy said when natural bodies make a comeback in the mainstream, folks gonna be so sad about going out. They trying to apply man-made to God's perfect work. Hey, I'm not finna tell them what to do. You can get you a little something. If you ain't got something somewhere, you want to fill in something, I understand. But can you please go to a reputable doctor and stop letting them people fix the flat cement, Play-Doh, and cornstarch in your body parts, please? Yeah, she got deep craters. Deep craters. I mean, just like Mia, I don't know if they related. I don't want to make that assumption, but they both got it. Oh, not Heckle and Jekyll. She has a paper mache made body. Oh my. So y'all just let me know that y'all done pull the sniper rifles out. That's all right. Say I'm a part of the little itty committee. Well, I'm going to rock these. That's right. Rock what you got. If you decide to get some other ones, just go to a reputable surgeon, girl. We'll throw you a party. We'll celebrate them together. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just go to a good doctor. Stop trying to get a discount. If you can't afford it, wait till you can. Don't go put your life in jeopardy. Okay? Jason said, I know Cat Williams regret he ever went with her. Hey, what he regretting it for? Ain't nobody forcing. You still mad that Summer Walker messed herself up? Hey, Lord, look at protect my energy. Talking about not running around looking like an ant with hard pulled faces. Can't change facial expressions or plop down or bust the butt cheek. Child, y'all rough tonight. A guy I know said Mia's skin wasn't like that in her 20s. Well, what happened is it melting? Yeah, tissue works. And they got the little jelly inserts now that you can put in your bras, like the little cutlet looking things, and they'll make it look like you got a lot more. You say I don't see it for her or her discount body parts. Oh, that just took all the wind out of me. Oh man, not discount body parts, girl. That put me in the amount of discount auto parts. Okay. So listen, we got one more that we got to dig into. Well, for one, I'm gonna mention. I know y'all. Some of y'all been following. Yeah, them water bras look nice too. They do. Yeah, Cat Williams and the platypus. That was real strong to look at. Real strong to watch. I love Cat Williams, and I ain't never finna get in no roasting competition with that brother ever. But they were a very strange looking couple, and I do mean a strange looking couple. I didn't understand that, but you know, everybody got their flavor. Hey, Queen of Hearts, KS. Hey, Morgans. Okay, you put tissue in yours. I ain't put tissue in my bra since the 3rd grade. Cause baby, these things, I don't know. All I can say is God got a sense of humor. Lord, Queen of Hearts, KS say Hazel look like Ernest from Ernest Saves Christmas. Oh, y'all is doing it. Y'all is doing it tonight. Oh my. Oh my. So listen. So I know some of y'all been following this whole Gabby Petito situation. Let me just tell you this real quick. The breaking news today was that fiance that was on the road trip with her, hey Megan, that they had him as a person of interest and he came up missing or whatever. Well, hey Candiace Lane, they say they don't find him dead, y'all. Now, listen, we don't know if it was the S word. We don't know what happened, but they saying they found that boy dead. Now, it might be that he had to go finish himself off because he knew they was gonna get him, or maybe something else done went on. What you say? Oh, you talking to Queen Mermaid. You say what now? Say she done went to Russia. I bet she can't say hello in Russian. She didn't go to Russia. She went back to Turkey where they messed up her tatas. She went back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, his remains was found. Lily, they confirmed that their body is his. They confirmed that body is his. The boy that was with Gabby Petito, the little white girl that came up missing. Not Snuffleupagus. Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah, they identified those remains and said it was his. You know, the people done checked it and confirmed it. And you say her parents did it. Well, all I'm gonna say, if they did, I don't blame them. Right. It might be suspicious, but I feel like the police need to look the other way. Now, I'm gonna go on record as saying that if I was the police and this man done killed your baby and now he just magically turned up dead, I'm looking the other way. I'm not investigating nothing. Every time they tell me to investigate, I'm gonna find a real good reason to go collecting butterflies and stamps and doing my grocery shopping and polishing shoes. I'm gonna have the best polished shoes in all the city because I'm not investigating the doggone thing. If you done got rid of these people child and then they decide to help you go see the Lord. You don't put your hand on nobody's children. If he didn't like her, they couldn't get along, all he had to do was take that girl back to her mom and daddy. I said that too. It could be, but it also could be just like what sis said. The mom and you say what and I said. The mom and daddy could have got him. Because I know if it had been my child, I wouldn't. Hey, I'm not calling the people in the first place. If I get a hold of you, you gonna call them if I let you make it to a phone. Protect my energy. Say if they say case closed and the family stay quiet, we know. That's right. If they say case closed and them people don't say nothing, I'm with you. That's a normal response. A lady 747 say even if he is really still alive and they are faking the body, because them people don't confirm that body. You can't fake a confirmed coroner's report. A lot of men are sick and can't take rejection. Yeah. That's right. That's what I'm telling them, baby. They found his skull. That's him. Oh, yeah. What you say, easy breezy? You say you think it was the parents too, and you ain't mad. I ain't mad either. I don't blame them people. Nope. I figured he wouldn't be alive for too much longer. Oh, well, I ain't sad for me neither. Sad for what? Child, Mimi ain't never behaving, and we love every minute of it. He say people go missing every day, and this is getting all the media coverage. I think is a distraction. Not to mention the fact that they have 6 dead bodies of other missing people looking for this one. Well, anytime somebody with blonde hair, blue eyes come up missing, the world got to stop spinning. Egypt say, wait, good polished shoes. I'm not finna call, arrest nobody. Leave people children alone. That's right. I don't care whether you clear, black, opaque, marble, polka dotted, stripes. Yeah, you can have a houndstooth print. I don't bother nobody's children, and nobody should bother mine. They don't confront. They don't have a reason to fake that boy's body. They got him. The only question now is who planted him there. Yeah, the head was not on the body. That's the problem. They done took the head all the way off. Nah, he dead, true. Maybe the parents caught up with him first. Yeah. Something is fishy and funny, but I think it's my kind of fishy and funny. Right. Mm-hmm. There was 6 other people. Mm-hmm. I'm with you, Egypt. I'm with you when you're right, baby girl. Pink, purple, blue, all that. Leave people, children alone. Because when them people do something to you, you better hope ain't no police officer on that case that's anything like me. Because if you bother somebody's child and all of a sudden magically your head is no longer attached to your body and people need dental records to confirm that it's you, and yeah, it's sure enough you, and now that you've been planted, okay, and not by the rivers of the water, it is what it is. Kids say, am I wrong for saying I'm sick of hearing about it? No, you're not wrong. See, this is the thing. Y'all notice I ain't talked about it the whole time because I'm not interested. Like, I tend to our black business over here. Unless we laughing about them because they bragging about not washing their food or they behind. I only gave y'all the quick update that they say this boy is dead and his head was missing. They found it, but it wasn't with him. Now, when they found him, they were supposed to find the head, but the head was not on him. She said, y'all over it. He dead. Move on. Right. We ain't finna be worrying about that. Let her mama and them do all that now. Yeah. The parents did him the day they went camping with him. Right. Hey, Queena. You say, yep, a sniper named Rico could have got him. Ain't no telling if that listen, it had to be a heck of a sniper if he took the head off from a distance. Why is your head not attached? That's right, not your twins, mama. It's above us now. It's above everybody now. And it's above him because he a whole head shorter than he used to be. I guess it's too soon for the joke, so I won't do it. But next up, this one is a little bit heavy, and it kind of irritated my nerves a little bit. So I don't know how many of you all caught wind. of this particular situation. So this old man, and he old because they say he got arrested back in 2016, 2014, and he was 54 then. Well, anyway, yeah, so y'all do the math. He got to be in his 60s. I don't know what it is. How are you? Good to see you. I don't remember seeing you here before, but you're welcome. Wait, I know you. Wait, do I know you? You look like a friend of mine. If you're who I think you are, say something. Too soon for what? Too soon for who? You know, I shouldn't be telling jokes about that boy being a whole head shorter than he was. But, you know, sometimes I misbehave. Sometimes I misbehave. So there's this older gentleman, older gentleman who decided he was going to marry his 18-year-old goddaughter. You heard me. They had a picture of her sitting up on his hip, and now he talking about that's his wife. They had the little ghetto wedding picture, and Morgan say he head and shoulders above the rest. I love it. So anyway, it's been a thing all over social media, honey. She been arguing with people, cussing folks out. She's in Facebook jail, so she couldn't go live from her page. So I saw yesterday where she went live from his page, and she said she gonna cuss y'all hoes out. And she said y'all is jealous because she got a man and she married, and y'all ain't married, and she don't want to be with no young boy that don't know what he want. And she said these are her words. She said, my nigga know what he want. And hey, cool, gent. And then she went on to talk about, oh, he got plenty of money and they got multiple cars and they both have keys, and, you know, just a whole ghetto conniption fit is what she did. And so then she starts just going off, and, you know, that was her goddaddy, and she's grown now. She's 18. She went on to say that at 16, she was already out of her mama's house, and she had a job, and she was taking care of herself, and she was pregnant. And so now that she's been on her own, Hazel-E Turner, oh, wow, we ain't seen you. What a blast from the past. So, yeah, honey, it wasn't no AARP coin. Wait till I give you the punchline, Vanessa. Girl, Nessa girl. Honey, she say because she been on her own for 2 years now, she is grown, and they ain't going nowhere, and she gonna keep wearing her ring, and y'all is hating on her. And baby, somebody that know them personally from down there in Florida called into the Tanya TKO show. Shout out to Tanya TKO. She is hilarious. She be tripping me out with the fake Southern accent, but other than that, I love her. Anyway, baby, they called in over there and told it all. They say that man ain't got no money. They say he was staying in the PJs and he was on housing, and was basically saying she was putting on for social media, pretending to be what she wanted to pretend to be, you know, and was saying that she was actually on her live line talking about that man was 46 years old, and he was sitting over there. If he was 46, he had the Benjamin Button. And baby, it was horrible. She up there with a scarf tied around her head and cussing and telling people that all the men that they was going with, they was gay, and that she was using not the racial slur, but the slur for homosexual men, calling them the F word, and say she friends with some F words, and that she got a whole predator, and said that they done told her that they be screwing the other girl men, and her nigga don't play that. And I'm just sitting there listening to this girl rant and rave. So when the person called in, they was like, he ain't got no money, he own housing, and went to talking about the fact that he wasn't even really her goddaddy. They said that he was messing around with the mama. Rashida Gonzalez said, LOL, I was watching that and reading the comments. He slept with the mama before. That's what I was just finna say, baby. I was sure finna spill it. They said he was going with the mama and then started going with her, and it was just a hot mess. Veronica say, what would a dirty laundry lawyer say to Gabby's parent? I don't know. I mean, ain't nothing to say. Shoot, maybe they can ask for a case of soda for the funeral. Say, I hope that ringer turns her finger green. She probably got that ring from Walmart and might have paid for it herself. Spiller say if he 46, I'm 16. Hell, if he 46, I'm a size 6. That part. Cause you know Tanya TKO don't play, honey. His sister had found the mugshot. I want to say from back in 2014 when he was 54 years old on the mugshot. So if you was 54 then, you darn sure ain't 46 now, because that Negro was not aging backwards. Not by the looks of him. Say the man living the PJs and she pregnant from somebody else. Baby, I was like, what in the housing section 8 hood nonsense is going on here? Girl, yeah, housing. Vanessa say, no, this is ignorant Jerry Springer stuff. It is. Lily say he's a dirty feet, dusty but awful. That's right. We need to rescue her, but I think she's pregnant and has a 2-year-old already. How you gonna rescue a fool? That's like trying to save somebody from drowning when they're hysterical. You gonna drown with them. And guess who ain't? That girl was belligerent, cussing. Every other word was an M and F and Emma. She was just putting it out there, every slur, every curse word. It was so horrible to watch. LEL say, I was sick when I saw the photo of her as a young girl sitting on his lap. Yes. Yes, now. Girl, it would have to be Benjamin Button. In the worst case of Benjamin Button I ever seen in my life. So he went from 54 to 46 and looked like he's 69. Stop it, I say. Spiller, what you say? Yes, the mama said that she slept with him for a cell phone and $150 when she worked at the dollar store. Right. Talking about he got plenty of money. Vanessa say she low budget. She gonna shank him for a social security check. He better watch out, because that young girl was full of vinegar and real silly. She would beat him half to death and he ain't gonna catch her. Ain't gonna be nothing in the world he could do. But y'all, that one did me in and I was not prepared at all. Excuse me, I had to drink a little bit of water behind that one. A lady 747 say, did you see the wedding pictures with the other little girl about 12 and 14 dancing in the picture? He probably plotting on them. He probably is. But the good news is he'll be dead way before they're 18. By the looks of it. And now that he done got himself attached to this young girl and she running around talking about that's her husband, he'll be dead in no time. That girl looked like she gives people high blood pressure medicine when she meets them. I think she probably have them tied up in a little sandwich bag. He ain't gonna make it. Talking about people getting weirder. That ain't weird, baby. That's sick. Because ain't no telling how long he been victimizing this girl. He's a whole predator. He groomed her is what he did. Oh, okay. Yeah, Egypt be checking to make sure people ain't cousins when she see them. Say, when I get off this live, I'm going to look. Girl, when you go, get ready. Yeah, that's what I said. I doubt he waits for 18. It's creepy. It's terrible. And that's exactly what it is. And as I love to say, y'all, that's that on that. But that ain't all. So first of all, let me tell y'all this. Wait a minute. Say who? Grandma got up. I'm lost. Okay. So it's an 18-year-old girl that married a man that she was calling her godfather. Apparently, the quote-unquote godfather ain't really no godfather. He used to go with her mama. So she left home at 16. She said her mama was on dope. We don't know if it's true, but that's what the little girl said. And then she proceeded to say that at 16, she was pregnant, out of the house, working, taking care of herself. And then apparently she started going with this old man that she was calling her goddaddy, who also used to go with her mother. Okay? So now she's all over social media. This thing has gone viral. And that is that on that. Okay? His son doesn't know whether to call her his cousin, god sister, or stepmama. All he got to do is call her, then split the difference and call her a nasty heifer. That's all he got to do. Old man River going straight to hell. Yes, he is. He gonna bust it wide open. And I don't mean to dance. In 5 years, that young girl will regret her decision that she made. Yep, in 5 years, she gonna regret her decision. And in 5 months, she gonna have to see the doctor because I know she got worms. He's sitting there looking like the Michelin man. Oh my God, yes. Hey, Mother of Diamonds, good to see you. You say the Jerry Springer of it all. I'm telling you, where is Jerry Springer or Steve Wilkos when you need them? Red Label, you made it in, cuzzo. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope y'all made it over there to see us live today. He did good. He really did. We got your back, partner. It was real nice. It was good to see you do your thing. A match made in heaven. No, it ain't. Not no crusty, creepy old man that groomed a little girl who's so addle-brained that she think this is really her decision. Yeah, she gonna get worms. You know them people used to tell us if you mess with an old man, you get worms. She gonna be itching all about her tail. So, now what you say? You been in the bushes. Well, I'm glad. You probably was too tired to be typing. You finally got your strength back. Or you been drinking your special juice over there to get your strength back. So now I'm gonna tell y'all something else. Now this on me. Now listen, I feel like I accomplished something, y'all, because I finally saw the last episode of the Got Doggone Queen Sugar. Oh yeah, now that I got y'all hostage, let me run this down real quick because I'm finna be done with it and we're gonna get these back porch questions. You say sound like that One Housewife show? Child, I don't know about that. Hey G, darling, you made it in. Good. So let me tell you. Wait a minute, what happened to the clear lady that adopted her? I don't know. All I know is she viral for going with a man who was once rooting around in her mama's behind. Now that's what I know. And I think it's nasty, disgusting, and horrible. But what was amusing is that Florida stayed true to form. Somebody gonna call in and tell your business. And that's exactly what went on over there. If y'all want to see all the details, all y'all got to do is mosey on over to Tanya TKO and you gonna see all of it. You know she gets down to the nitty and the gritty. That lady is funny and she is a mess. Okay, so yeah, Maybelline hostage. So I finally caught up, y'all, with the last episode of Queen Sugar. Y'all wanted me to see it, so I'm gonna give you the brief one. That way I ain't got to do a whole stream back there because it don't take all that to tell what happened on this show. So anyway, this is what I saw, and you let me know if I'm in the wrong. So they started off with them heifers playing, painting toes and stuff, and they climbing over about her feet. I'm like, okay, it's always one sister with some jacked up feet. You got the Charlie lady sitting up talking about this man that cheated on her. Listen, first of all, let me just say this before I go any further. By the by, if any of y'all ever leave a man that's cheating and being trifling, let me make sure that you understand. If he wasn't no good on Monday, when you come back on Wednesday, he still ain't no good. If you come back Friday, he still ain't no good. If you wait till next week Tuesday, he ain't gonna be no good. It's like, don't be a fool. It's free to use your brain. So they sitting there with that nonsense. She get a call, jump up and run. You get over there to Ralph and them, Ego and the crack lady, and he gonna tell her some mess about she looked like Rihanna and she up there apologizing because she wanted to help him. Foolishness. She went and met with some strange man. They never told who the dude was. I don't know who he was because I didn't recognize him. Y'all know I don't know these people. And said that they want her to run for Congress instead of senator. She was about to jump to a conclusion. Don't y'all be putting no feet down. What you say, them feet cool, gent? Yeah, she had them paws. And so she about to jump to a conclusion. The man told her, nah, don't run for the Senate, run for Congress or whatever, U.S. Congress, blah, blah, blah. So that was boring. And then she calls and send Nova get back to her house. She go call and send in her story and then go to bed. She wake up, the police done busted in her house. And they talking about they searching her house, got her hand all behind her back, calling her liberal trash and take all out the door. I mean, being extra for no reason. And then they switch over to Little Micah and his friend. And his friend is talking about he going to have dinner with a friend. And, he being secretive, but he want to wait and whatever. So now this is what I'm going to tell y'all. It looked like, remember y'all had that theory that Little Michael was going to be, different. I don't think so. He just feel like he's standing by his friend. And I thought that was cool. Your friend can do what he want to do. You shouldn't stop being your friend's friend because he want to live a different lifestyle than you. It ain't none of your business no way. Okay? So beyond that, you got Prosper, Billy, and Big Sandy. Okay? So they sitting up there, they more giggling and flirting. Billy leave and told her daddy we gonna have father-daughter night. And Big Sandy sitting up there just grinning at Prosper, and he grinning at Big Sandy after he done did his exercises. Hollywood took the little boy to the barber shop. Now, this must be the part y'all had told me about on this show, right? Where he took the little boy to the barber shop and the baby got his hair cut. He found out from the barber that the police done been up in there because Eeyore's friend Theo done got arrested and lied and said he was with them, over there. Well, not over there at the barber shop, but lied and said he was with, hey, Tasha Renee, that he was with Eeyore, with Ralph, Mr. Depression. So he calls him and let him know, and he was like, yeah, I had did a little job for him or whatever, but I don't know why he told them people he was with me when he got picked up or whatever. So anyway, Hollywood dropped the boy up to his mammy to the little hotel, and next thing this the part y'all was telling me about, right? Where y'all say that the lady gonna push up and try to kiss on the man, talking about, I'm glad he got a man like you in his life. I wish I had a man like you. And gonna try to push her little nasty self up on the man. Now, this is what I don't understand, y'all. Listen, I want y'all to know this. You can't help everybody. Some of these women be watching your husband. You can help her, but don't let her know where near your man. I had somebody tried it with me one time, y'all, and was legit sitting up talking about, oh, well, what he look like. Oh, I like your ring. What is that? Where y'all stay? What you drive? And I was like, wait a minute, hold on, sister. I think that's one question too many. Don't even worry about nothing about daddy. All you need to know is, I'm finna tell you the worst. He don't want to work. He don't put his clothes in the hamper. He don't wipe his feet on the rug. I ain't finna tell you nothing good about my man. Okay? At all. Period. So Vi messed herself up on that one. Get past that. He went home and told it. They went back, like she finna ride down on the girl. The girl done ran. The S-Curl man went to go help Nova while the police had her sprayed, in the yard or whatever. Both of them in the face down in the dirt. And then the police figure out that the people watching, talking about, oh, shoot. So y'all sit up. Because he had them people face down in the dirt. And then ended up taking the girl to the jailhouse for a little bit of reefer. And she got a medical marijuana card, but they had to go ahead and take it. Well, they didn't have to, but they wanted to take her to save face. Okay, so y'all ain't missed nothing there. And I'm tired of Charlie and Cheetah, FaceTime and complaining about being apart. It's just whack. Mike and his friend playing spades. Dude tried to clown him. The gay boy clowned him right back. He handled it well. Little Michael was too defensive of his friend. It's good to defend your friend, but his friend wasn't that sensitive. He just ripped him back. What else? That's pretty much it, y'all. They finally let her out the place or whatever. Little Nova, they let her out of jail. Eeyore and his wife, Eeyore and the crack lady, Ralph and them, he finally tell her he was lying. Pretty much that's it. Oh. I know what happened. That was worth talking about. Because most of it was just a bunch of mess. I'm not finna put myself through all that. So then Prosper and Billy sitting down there eating. He gonna tell her that he told Vi in Hollywood to stop by. Vi with that beat up wig, minus the chin strap, show up with a pie. And then the girl was like, I'm just finna go. And then that old heifer gonna snap on her and was like, well, oh, you don't like my pie? Why you disrespectful? She was like, I just wanted to spend time with my daddy. Why you can't respect my relationship with my daddy? This old bat talking about you ain't respect the relationship with my husband. That girl checked her, gave her what she needed, and then she tried to run behind her. I was just glad that she gave it to her straight. That was interesting. Poor Billy went to the bar. Here come Charlie talking about your daddy sent me. It was just a sad mess. And then when they finally let Nova go from the police station, Mr. S-Curl waiting outside. Now, all I'm going to say is they let her go way too easy and S-Curl waiting because he part of the setup. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I got on that. That's that on that. So now we can get back to what's fun because that wasn't no fun for me. But I can officially say I done told y'all what I saw on that last episode. So now that we got all that out the way, can we please get to the back porch questions? Because I got a couple of them for y'all. Hey, Miss Candiace. Girl, what you say? Minus the chin strap. That's right. Vi wigs look like they need a chin strap and a learner's permit. Sister Seanitra, did you hear about Alex Baldwin accidentally killed one and injured one on the set? No. He on that stuff. How he do that? You know, I don't really check the Clear People news unless it's something that's, you know, humorous. You know, I couldn't even get a chuckle out of that. But it kind of is what it is. But let me know what happened in the chat. That way we can say we heard about it. So then the back porch. Can we do back porch? Y'all want to hear back porch questions? What we got? What we got? 1 if we stand, 2 if we go into bed. 1 if we stand, 2 if we go into bed. Y'all let me know. It don't make me no difference either way. Oh, it was a prop gun era. Oh, Lord, y'all say, let's get it. Okay, let's get it. Let's go. Okay, first up. And before we dig too deep, let me go ahead and put the link in the chat in case somebody want to say what they want to say the way they want to say it. I don't want to try to put no words in nobody's mouth. If you don't mind me reading your comment, then I'll read. If you want to say it yourself or, you know, you want to explain yourself, because sometimes y'all put them comments and we don't know what y'all talking about, and we can read that anyway that we read it. Prop gun, it just happened. Oh, okay, cool. Well, it's not cool. It ain't that somebody died trying to make a movie, but it's cool at least it wasn't something like negligence or that he was high. Because wasn't he on that dope before? I think I heard he was on that dope before. So every time he do something or any of them do something, and I know they used to be on that dope, I be looking and make sure they ain't back on that dope. But anyway, let's get into this thing. So the first question of the evening, and cool, Jen, I'm glad you're here, because sometimes we need a gentleman's point of view. Now, the first question is, can you date somebody, like seriously date somebody? You say he just had the hot temper. Wasn't one of them on dope? It's a lot of them bald ones. I think it's 17, 11 of them. But one of them was on that stuff. So anyway, back to the question. Can you seriously date somebody, or can you take them seriously in dating if you're not physically attracted to the person? I mean, you like their personality, they're funny, they're cute, cute acting, not real cute in the face. Can you really take them serious? Have you tried it? How did it work out? Was it a love story in the end? Did you start finding them cute later? Let's get to it, because this is just the first question. Let's see. You say, yeah, they get high. Okay, yes. Okay, you can. No, Queena say no. Queena say she ain't doing it if then she ain't attracted to him. Happy to be happy say, yeah, she can talk to a man that she ain't real attracted to and take him serious. Mother Diamond said no. She said not at all. Maybelline say she thinks so. Okay. I need some explanations. Say, I had a gremlin. I'll never do it again. Ooh. You say nope. Oh, man, y'all cold-blooded. You Red Label YouTube? Okay, so what if the girl ain't pretty, but she got everything else? Yeah, please smash the like button. Miss Sparkle said you could date them if you're not physically attracted to them. No, not at all. Tina say ain't no need in faking the phone. A waste of your time. Y'all are cold-blooded. Cool, Jet. Don't be getting no popcorn and sitting back. I want to hear from you too. So y'all saying no matter what the circumstance, is no way you could work it out. Mother Diamond say they could be friends. Vanessa say you right. Daniel Baldwin was the druggie and Alec is the drunk, and some drugs too. Okay, gotcha. All right. But they can't. So, okay, happy to be happy. You say now they can be unattractive. It can be a man that you're not necessarily attracted to. He just can't be fat. Why you can't work with the fat man? Cool Jen say, as a man, we are visual. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you the man here, and you and Q are the men in the room at the moment, because I think DT probably went to bed or had something to do. Have you ever dated a girl that you were not physically attracted to, or she wasn't like normally what you would have said was your type? If you did, matter of fact, Cool Jen, grab that link. If you're not working this evening, grab the link, because I got questions. I have questions. Child, you missed that. I yawned like about 20-30 minutes ago. I was drinking water just now. You late, baby. Destiny said depend. What does it depend on? Does it depend on the money? Does it depend on his personality? Like, what does it depend on? You say he had the nerve to be ugly with a bad attitude. Yes, I've seen that. You say like over 100 pounds overweight, 2 tummies don't mix. Okay. Can't be short. Vanessa says she could work with you if you ain't the best looking man. Just don't be short. You say you heard the first one. Yeah, you heard the first one. Okay. There go my girl, Latavia. Latavia said, I like my man a little ugly. I know that's right, girl. Destiny say, so we vibe and his personality attracts me, then maybe, but he can't be a ugly either. Like, he can't just be so ugly it's painful to look at him. He can't just be off the rail ugly. Okay, cool. Yes, because I got questions. A lady 747 said there is nothing sexier than a good provider and someone that loves you. Now, that's true. That's true. Now, I don't mind a man with a little bit of ugly on him. I ain't gonna lie. You can have a little bit. I'm with Latavia. Now, you can't have a lot of bit, but you can have a little bit. Don't get too deep with it. Miss Indy say handsome with a bad attitude don't work either. It sure don't. Now, see, this is the thing. You can be nice looking, but you can't be pretty. I can't stand no pretty man. I don't need no competition. I'm the pretty one. You say what now? Say my husband was a monster, but he grew on me 20 years later. Oh my God. Lala said, I'll take him fat. I just won't take him ugly. Well, dang. I don't mind a little ugly with a little money. So are we saying, Vanessa, in reality, that the ugly got to match the money? Like, you can't have a whole lot of ugly and a little bit of money. It's got to be equal. Oh, okay. Cool Gent say, pick a struggle. Yeah, that's what he said. Everybody ain't able to please the eye. Veronica say, I'm 58. I haven't seen an ugly man. You got cataracts? How you manage not to see an ugly man? I done seen plenty of them. All right. Hey there.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you.
All right. I'm so glad you stopped through. Listen, I'm still stuck on Veronica saying in 58 years she ain't seen an ugly man. Now, either you walking around with a blindfold on, sis, or you got some narrow angle glaucoma.
That's funny.
Now, I don't know how you missed them. Because they out there. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So I'm going to quit in the comments because, see, look, I get caught up in the comments. I get too excited, and I will miss what I'm supposed to be doing up here. So you say that men are visual. So you telling us here, your sisters who love you, that you have never dated a girl that was not necessarily your type and wasn't necessarily pretty.
Beautiful. I mean, like, there's a type. I mean, people that I have dated, but it was never my type. Now, as far as like look wise, like I never been with somebody that looks like a sea donkey. Put it like that.
Wait a minute. Did you say a sea donkey?
A sea donkey. Yep.
Okay. So wait a minute. What if, I got to ask all the questions. What if she has like a wonderful physique? Everything from the neck down is like something out of the museum, just perfect in every dimension. But she happens, she got a face that you got to squint at a little bit.
A face that I got to squint at. I mean, as far as like trying to see what you're saying.
Like if her features are I'm trying to say it nice. If her features are slightly out of proportion, things don't sit right on there. The body is wonderful. Like it's some ladies that have lovely physiques. Where I'm from, my hometown, it's a whole family full of them. They slightly resemble barrillas in the face, but everything from the neck down is just wonderful.
I ain't trying to be mean, but I mean that's how you put it though. Oh man, that's crazy.
You know what I'm talking about. You've seen some of those girls, but they look nice. They keep themselves looking good. They smell good. They keep their hair looking nice. Sometimes they have a head full of beautiful hair. It's healthy, and even the skin is nice. It's just you just got to squint a little bit.
I won't say I won't get nobody to try. You know what I'm saying at all. That's a hard struggle to pick. I wouldn't know which one to pick though. Do I have choices?
Okay, so if we're gonna break it down to choices,
break it down.
When you deal with a girl who's absolutely gorgeous, I mean beautiful in the face, just angelic, but she's shaped like a speaker box, or can you work better with a girl who looks like she's been chiseled by the angels from the neck down, but kissed by the devil in the face?
Ooh, I'd rather date one with ugly feet.
So everything else look good, but she got them squirrel claws like Candiace. You can work with that.
Or you know what? Or someone that's kind of ain't got a lot of brains like that. I'll probably give them a chance. That's a hard struggle to pick. Oh man,
because see, and the reason I grabbed this one out of the relationship group questions was, this is in reality, nobody's perfect. Like you're not gonna find nobody that got everything. If you find a girl that's real pretty, if she smell a biscuit, she gonna inflate. If you find a girl that don't gain no weight and her body is just absolutely drop dead gorgeous, you might need to wear shades even at night just to look at her. It's gonna be something wrong with everybody. If you find a girl that's pretty and her figure's right and she don't gain no weight, she might be dumb as a bag of hair and crazy as hell. So it's like it's always gonna be something that ain't quite all the way,
Right. That's true. Men don't care. Booty ain't got no face. You right about that.
Okay, so is there any truth to the fact that as long as all they looking for is booty, it's okay? But just once you get past the stage of just looking for booty, do you take the one with the strong face home to mama, or do you kind of hide her as just your little secret?
I'm gonna be honest. I heard it was my secret.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask that because I've seen that a lot. And some of them turn out to be pretty nice girls, but the men kind of treat them like a whole secret.
Yeah, I think, like I said, what's really turned off out of all that is just what comes out your mouth. That right there, I mean, oh my goodness, it just kills everything. I mean, just everything as a man. That's what's killed. That's what's killing. Turning off a lot of men. I mean, really, that if you ask me, the attitudes. I mean, just to be doing it from every man. I mean, it's just like why? You know what I'm saying? You got an attitude with everybody. I mean, every guy you come across, somebody say,
well, that bad attitude. A bad attitude will make a pretty girl ugly.
Yep.
It really will. But okay, and I know that to be true. I have, like I said, I got 9 uncles, and I'm the baby out of 81 grands. So I've seen the men in my family talk to some girls that, were really nice to look at, and their attitudes were a little special. And, I did see them keep a lot of little secrets, that looked like they chased parked cars, but they were some good secrets. So if a girl's nasty attitude can make her look ugly, why is it, or is it possible for a girl to have a personality that's so pleasing that you can get past the fact that you got the squint?
Trying to see what you mean. Like, say it again.
I mean, like if you meet a young lady and she a little hard to look at, we got to keep it real. But her personality is banging. Her personality is dope. She's smart. She's well-read. She has wonderful manners. She's charming. Because I met some girls like that. They're absolutely charming. They're a little tough to look at.
Right.
But real pleasing personalities. Does that help at all?
I can give her a chance. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest. Even though some of the girls that are mean, or women, I won't say girls, but women that are mean, I think I can make them softer.
Right.
I believe that. Any man, I believe man can make them softer though.
And
once
I know
you get past all the interior.
I know y'all will try that because I used to be mean enough, to scare Satan himself. And that ain't never ran a man off. Y'all don't care about us being mean. We can literally breathe fire, chew bricks, tear down houses with our bare hands, as long as that thing's sitting back there, just like Vanessa say, y'all will get past a whole lot of stuff behind that thing. Y'all will try to make it work behind that thing. I can call Daddy right now and he'll confirm it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if a girl isn't the prettiest, but she's got the better personality and she's sweet, y'all can't get a girl no chance at all. Or y'all just y'all gonna leave her as the homie because she looked like one of the homies.
Yeah.
That's tough.
But it is tough. What I was about to say, say something. I mean, I won't say I won't hide on though, but I mean, if I'm feeling you like that, then of course I definitely give you a chance. Because like I said, real relationships are very difficult to come by these days. Truth be told, definitely truth be told.
Okay.
But, I love somebody that's imperfect anyway. I never tell any type of woman to be perfect, like never, because
because you ain't gonna never find her.
But check this out. I tell a woman like I love women on her natural beauty. Like that's honest God truth. I said just tell women. I just tell them like, hey, just wear your natural hair and stuff. I like your natural beauty. No makeup on.
Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up. First off, before we get too deep, y'all make sure y'all welcome Rashida Gonzalez to the Royal family. That's right, boo. We love you. Make sure you come back again. Come often. Please, I promise you, this is the most loving family on YouTube. We're going to keep you laughing, and we will show you nothing but love over here. So please, y'all give her a royal welcome while we sitting up here talking with our brother, okay? Because now I got to get into it. Okay. So, say the last thing you said again, because I want you to get that out before I ask you what I'm going to ask you.
Okay. I said that I love a woman her natural beauty. And if you want to know why, you can ask me that too.
No. Because, see, with women, we don't really care about that. We just want versatility. And I understand about men not liking the other stuff because my husband don't like that stuff. But he don't harass me about it. Now, I will say this. In the past, when I was still younger and dating, I remember men that would ask you out and you date them for a while and they wouldn't complain about you wearing your weaves and your wigs and stuff until they saw your real hair. And then the minute they saw your real hair, it was like, oh no, don't put the weave back in. Oh no, don't put the wig back on. Just wear your hair, just wear your hair. And so there was one gentleman that I was speaking to at one time, and that didn't work out, of course. And it was just this whole thing of him trying to like pressure me, and I felt like he was trying to be a little too controlling. And oh no, wear it like this, don't wear that, don't wear this makeup, don't do that. And I felt really uncomfortable. Like, you're a man, and why are you that into hair and makeup? It's real creepy. Do you want to borrow my heels, sis? So I asked the question. I said, okay, I dig that everybody's got a preference. So now I'm gonna ask you, when men have a preference, is it usually smarter? Because this is what I would think as a woman, but I'm not a man, so I don't think the way men think. Wouldn't it be smarter for men to simply date women who already wear their natural hair than to meet a woman who you clearly see is a little more fashionable and she likes to be versatile? One day you might catch her with her natural hair out, and the next day she wants a whole different look and she doesn't want to damage her hair. So she puts on somebody else's hair for about 2 or 3 days, and her hair might come out again. You know, because with women, as Black women, we like change. We like to change a lot. Sometimes you don't know who you're coming home to. We like to change it up.
That's true.
So that's true. Is it smarter to just find a woman who already lives that way than to try to find women who are a little more into fashion and being versatile, and then trying to force her into a box that she's not comfortable in?
It's more difficult to find a woman to wear her natural hair. I'm not saying not all the time, but if I do, like say, you come across somebody that's got a weave and stuff like that, then I'm sure more likely I can get through all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because once we get used to each other, who we are, you may be more comfortable around me. Like, okay, I ain't got to put on makeup around my man or whatever, because he's comfortable with me just who I am. Now if you're doing something like you say, you put it on to go out or whatever, though, you know what I'm saying? When you go out, then that's a different story. Like, okay, but if how can I appreciate you with your makeup on if I don't appreciate your natural beauty?
Right, I dig that. Okay, so let me ask this: would you do that? Would you find a young lady who you see is very fashionable and she loves to fix up, and then start slowly trying to pressure her into behaving in a way that she's not comfortable?
That's a good question. I just have to keep reminding her, hey, I really appreciate your natural beauty. Just take my word for it as a man, because a lot of y'all women won't see it from my perspective and stuff. The natural beauty, it's like that raw attraction. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's something about it. I'm gonna ask something like kind of off grid a little bit, but it's still like
go ahead.
Like, notice how I'm pretty sure y'all women probably can understand how y'all ever went out or something like that. You may you dress up full of makeup on, your hair still done, but it may not be a lot of guys talk to you like that. Not saying they won't, but a lot of them won't. But then when you go out to a corner store or something like that, you natural, no makeup on, it's like a lot of guys hit more up on you.
I've heard that, but I've never witnessed it. I witnessed the opposite, where these girls will run around, beautiful girls, natural, gorgeous, cocoa butter gleaming in the sun, nada. Put weave down to their booty. The same brothers talking about be natural is running them down. Which always made me ask the question, if as a man you prefer a woman with absolutely no adornments, which is a ridiculous request, to be honest, because we're African women, is what we do. We've done it for millennia. But I digress. And if that's what you really prefer, why were you attracted to the girl with the bundles and the lashes and the makeups and all of the trappings? Like, how did that even attract you if you're more attracted to somebody with the natural aesthetic?
Hey, I mean, you're a woman, and I know it's real. Then, if you're a woman, then I know you're a woman. Of course, it is. But then it's just I'm gonna get to know you anyway. I'm trying to see how I can say this. Because we are gonna talk. Because it's more a lot of women that do wear like bundles and weave and stuff like that. But a lot of men still gonna try to holler at y'all. Like, truth be told, that's all of us. So and there are men that do want to see you in your natural state, because I got some imperfection flaws about me too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but my question was always, if that is truly the preference of certain black, all black men ain't like that, but some black men are that way. If you know that that's your that's really what attracts you, why would you ever talk to the girl who is more fashionable or more into modern fashion as far as adding attachments and makeups and all that stuff?
I say this because women are going to be women, but that's pretty much what it is. And I guess for men like me who like authentic, women are natural, because we've seen too much of the so-called Instagram thoughts, like what they said in the chat room. Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's what Rashida said.
Because it's a lot of GMO females. Shout out to Monique Marie that walks around here with act like they stuff don't stink, and it's like, yo, and you expect to have like a so-called high value man, which I don't like using that term, but can't go around acting like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a turn off. This bougie attitude.
Right. But now, mind you, I'm gonna say this though. That type of persona appeals to a certain type of man too. See, and that's why y'all always hear me say there's a lid for every pot. Sometimes two fools find each other and fall madly in love. Don't y'all think for 1 minute that it's not a stupid man out there looking for nothing less than that stupid woman.
It's true. That's very true.
It's a lid for every pot. So when you see a stupid woman, you just walk past her because somebody's looking for that idiot. Somebody wants her today.
Yep.
Don't want nothing less than her. And I know it for a fact. My son tried to bring me some trash. It happens.
That's why it's so important to know your worth as a man or a woman still, because if you follow what everybody else is doing, then you're not gonna never be happy though.
But it just always worried me when I was dating. I used to lose it because I was okay to wear all my attachments. I don't do that stuff now because I'm old. I got hot flashes. I don't like it.
You know what concerns a masculine man like me? Well, I'm pretty sure other guys can vouch for that. Is living in a world where women are not feminine.
Well, but this is the thing. That's absolutely true, and I agree with it, of course. But the way we fix ourselves doesn't determine our femininity.
Right, now, of course.
And here's the other thing. There's also the issue of black men who try to relegate a black woman's femininity to a Western model. Westernized femininity is not the same as African femininity, as black women. Our version of femininity is not frail. We are not damsels in distress. Facts. We're not.
It's facts.
There is strength in our beauty. There is strength in our voices and how we raise our children. So, it's not a weak, frail version of femininity. And what's sad is black women, especially in this country, have had it robbed. We've had that robbed from us. It's been stolen. It's been stolen. That's why I always make the point, make sure that because men pursue, and it's normal and it's nice for a man to pursue. It's so cute to watch young people court. The ones who steal coke, because now people is hooking up and just bumping uglies, unfortunately. But it's nice to see young people court because a man is supposed to pursue, but it's up to a woman who you choose to accept. And I'm always cautioning our younger ones, make sure you don't accept a man that is less than, because that is another way that your femininity is stolen. The universe is full of balance. And if that man is not secure and resting in his masculine energy, he is going to absolutely cause you to become more masculine to balance him out. So you don't allow a man who is a lesser being to rob you of your femininity. See, there's a lot of black men running around, the women are too masculine. It's probably because you got a little sprinkle of a chick in you. Me and Daddy was talking about this the other night, about those guys that are always saying, oh, a woman needs to submit. And so we were laughing, and he said, I've never had to say that to a woman. I said, you're right. That's because you're a man. In the face of a man that's really a man, nobody has to say, would you submit? Could you soften up? It's something that naturally happens, isn't it, ladies? When a man actually comes in the room that's resting in his masculine energy, and he's strong and confident, and everything about him is just masculine, you just naturally soften up. I don't care how tough you are as a woman. When a man walks in the room and he's a man, naturally, look what Glennis said. Glennis said yes with all the S's. Let me tell you something cool, Jen. Our voices naturally go up 2 or 3 octaves.
Yeah,
we start Googling for no reason. Honey, everybody is looking to fix this man a plate. Can I get you something? Mister, are you thirsty? Honey, it brings out the feminine in us. A lot of times what we're seeing with our girls is a lack of masculine energy around them. So they're compensating with their behavior.
Yeah,
the thing that is in us is more natural and primal than what you find in a clear woman. We're something different. We're something divine. In the absence of our men, we can perform. But when a man is around, we shouldn't still be having to perform like you absent. That's why I'm telling these girls, make sure you wait until you find a sure enough man. If it feels awkward, like you having to force yourself under him, it's probably because that's your fellow woman. That's all I'm saying. I've seen it too many times.
You know, when a man is operating his masculinity and a woman operating her femininity, both come together, like you'll know, like you automatically know what to do. Like you may have a flat tire, you know what I'm saying? You're feminine. You ain't got to touch them like, hey, let me get there for you. You know what I'm saying? Stuff can naturally start to happen though. You know what I'm saying? Without you trying to, you know what I'm saying, learn all these other type of doctrines that they try to teach us still. Like, no, femininity and masculinity is supposed to be natural though. Just like eating fruits. You know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody to tell me how to eat it. I just know how to eat it.
But that's my whole point, baby. It's natural. A lot of the conversations like now, like we see on YouTube and different social media spaces, all these gender wars.
Yeah.
War for what? Ain't no war for nothing. If you got to fight for it, it's because somebody is not where they should be. And because men are the head and naturally the leaders, whatever his energy is will determine the interaction. If his energy is masculine, it's going to bring the best out of a woman. But if he's running around here, he's got way too much feminine energy, probably because he was raised without, masculine influence around him. He's going to always be frustrated, begging women to be feminine. You asking her to match up with her fellow woman. She can't. You don't have the breast and the hips, but everything about you is giving her fellow woman. And unless she likes that, that's why you keep getting masculinity out of her.
You know something though, it's really sad in this day and age in 2021 and beyond. I won't say beyond, but that a lot of men and women don't know their role as people in this society because of what they've been programmed or just haven't had that father figure or whatever, both parents in the home to like have like a balance there. You know what I'm saying? Like for y'all women, growing up having a masculine man, around your uncles and male cousins and brothers and stuff to see how they operate, because this generation is it's a bunch of moist dudes now. It's a bunch of moist men now.
And you're right, but see, it goes deeper, baby. It goes deeper because see, what we're seeing is something that was by design. Mm-hmm. Okay, you got a whole lot of people walking around with post-traumatic slave disorder. Mm-hmm. See, the masculinity was stripped away from men when they kidnapped all those prisoners of war and brought them here as stolen Africans, buck broke them on plantations, further whipped them into subjection throughout the last 400 years. It takes a long time to put this much defeat into men. So it's not just this generation. Our men failed a long time back. Even when my daddy's folks were, my daddy's generation, he was born in 29. There were some men then who weren't men. Mm-hmm. They weren't. They weren't all men. Now, my daddy was a show enough man. But I remember some of his friends were trash walking, and my mama used to call him breath and britches. She said, that ain't no man. So I learned the difference between the two. It's just what we're finding now is we have a lot of men who look like men. It's almost like I can't believe it's not butter. It's like I can't believe it's not a man. They look like men. They sound like men. But when it's time to be men, then we find out that it's not quite a man.
Right.
And instead of, us learning to heal each other, everybody's pointing fingers. And you got men literally, instead of going to their elder men to say, hey, help me get myself together because you've been down this road before me, they're literally asking women to help them play their role as men and then begging us to submit at the same time. You just ask her to be half a man and then come back and be a whole woman. Make it make sense.
That definitely happens though. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this to a lot of women out there too, you know what I'm saying? All that street stuff that's going on with these dudes doing isn't real men. You know what I'm saying? So, we're productive, you know what I'm saying? We know how to respect ourselves, authority. The people around us and our family and stuff, we don't fall in these rap videos and all this wicked stuff they got going on. That's not what being a man is. I take care of myself, I work for myself and I take care of my bills and stuff like that. That's a man. But you know what? And like I said, the indoctrination is real. It is real on both ends, And it's
but I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of these girls end up with, and I hear men say it too. Oh, they like bad boys. They like thugs. That's not what's going on. They like men. See, sometimes that quote unquote bad boy or that thug is exuding masculine energy, even if it's toxic masculinity. Women crave masculinity in a man. And when they can't find it in the quote unquote good boy, they're going to sniff it out wherever it's at. When the boy who's not doing that is way too feminine because he done sat up under his mama too long. And then here comes this no good, no account Negro who's done, he probably done committed 12 felonies before breakfast. But he's exuding masculinity. And because the girls are somewhat broken and they don't exactly know what they're looking for, it's just what's in their nature. They're craving masculinity. So they'll grab onto it, even if it's toxic. That's what's happening. It's not because they've been brainwashed that the street is the way. Their nature is drawing them toward their opposite. A woman desires to be able to be a woman in peace. Like when you guys come over and y'all are like, y'all are so feminine over here. Guess what? I have the freedom to be feminine because Dad is a man. Simple. I have the freedom to be feminine because even though quiet is kept, I'm a better mechanic than him. But if I don't want to touch anything under the hood of my truck, I don't have to. If I don't even want to pump my gas and Dad is in town and not running around making the money to feed the family, he's going to make sure that Mama's tank is gassed up and I don't have to touch the pump. If I hear something outside, mind you, I do have a pow in every room of this house. If Dad is home, I don't have to go grab it and cock nothing and put nothing in the chamber. I can lay my wide hips right on the bed, on the chair, anywhere, and he's gonna go make sure we all right. We have men that simply are not men anymore. I'm telling you, we got a whole lot of I can't believe it's not a man.
Feminized. Because they're feminized by their mothers and they never had father figures in the home and stuff. And they think what they say out here is masculinity, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I know I'm not perfect, but I thank God that I have, my dad was military, so shout out to him. So
that's right.
And some of my uncles and stuff, you can still be a good man, but at the same time, they know their role the right way. See, the other type of guys are just doing it backwards. That's like the only difference.
Well, let me ask you this. You say they're feminized by their mothers. Are they feminized by their mothers, or are their mothers giving them what they have? She's a woman. Everybody wants women to be feminine until it's time for her to raise a child, and she's magically supposed to grow testicles.
Right. When both are not in the child's life, then it becomes very unbalanced for the child.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Children do need both energies. Yeah, but the woman isn't feminizing her son. She's simply raising him with what she is. She's a woman.
And check this out too, though. See, that's why it was so important, and that's why you respect the fathers and stuff way back in the day. Like if they have a knucklehead like boyfriend, something like that, the daddy would have to talk to him before they actually married, before they had to date them. Like, what makes you good enough for my daughter? Can you provide? Can you protect? But none of that is here no more and stuff. So the women don't even know how to pick. They don't know how to pick. They don't know how to pick now.
Nah, baby, speak for yourself. That goes on in my family right now. We don't give out any of our girls until that boy brings his people. You don't just bring yourself over here. You bring your people. That means bring your daddy, your uncle now, and you come sit down with her daddy and her uncle now. And then we going to have a conversation. Not just about what you can provide. What kind of family are y'all?
Mm-hmm. And,
you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be funny. You got to speak for yourself with that one, honey. Some of us don't let our girls go easily. Yeah. I do everything to check your bone marrow before you get one of my girls.
Yeah, I mean, background check is everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you go look for a car, you want to make sure everything is on that joint is running good and stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You just don't want to pick up anything just because, like, oh, this looks like a man or this like a woman, though. Like, you want to get to know the person. And dating, I said dating, all this stuff is dead, too, because nobody know how to date.
Speak for yourself, sugar. Speak for yourself.
That's why I always say, like, I do not fit in this generation at all. Like, it's just nothing.
But this is the thing. This is the thing that I want us to understand over here. The world is a big place. America is not all there is, and there's cultures with Black people all over the globe, and people have plenty of sense. It's Black America that's over here struggling like a son of a gun. And I ain't trying to be funny, but it just is what it is. Now, a lady 747, she made a real point. Men don't have attachment to their children. Bingo. That's a lot of the problem. Just spreading their seed everywhere. Johnny Appleseed, honey. See, there was the difference between my father's generation and a lot of the men who came after the ones who were born in the 50s, 60s, my crew in there. Mm-hmm. A lot of them didn't have that attachment. The men before them had attachment to their seed, to their children. They would stay with terrible women just so they could stay there and raise their children. Now, mind you, I'm not saying that's what my daddy did. My mother was terrible, but my daddy loved her dirty drawers. He could have ate a piece of her, and she was a horrible woman. Like, she breathed fire. Everybody here will tell you I still call her my pet dragon. But that was my daddy's favorite girl. That's how, I'm telling you, that's how I know a man don't mind if you mean and terrible, because she was beautiful and she had that thing. And she was a good mother. So he brought the dragon in his house and stayed with her over 45 years until he left here. But men had an attachment to their children. They didn't let anything happen to their children. They didn't want to hear no stories about anybody else over their children. They would work, dig ditches, cut down trees, whatever they had to do to provide for their children and their homes and their wives. Without that attachment to the children, that connection, that feeling, there's nothing a woman can do. We know it. We know it all too well. There's nothing a woman can do to make that man stay if he don't want to be there. Ladies, am I lying? You can't make the men stay there if they don't want to be there.
That's
you
true.
Can cook, clean, do gymnastics. You can go on a diet every 2 weeks and stay slim. If he tell you to get bigger, you can gain weight, sit up there and eat biscuits and drink Karo syrup and water. It don't matter what you do. If that man don't want to be there, you can't hold him there. Hey, Gabby, it's got to be something inside him that makes him want to take care of his family.
Yep.
Ain't nothing in the world that a woman can do to make him want to be a man.
And check this out too. Just because somebody may be a pretty woman or this and that, don't mean that they like wife or husband material as well.
But this is the problem. If you know that gal ain't wife material, why was you on top of her grunting and sweating and making chillin'? See, that's where the problem comes in. Men supposed to be leaders. And how you leading when you got your Johnson leading you?
That's facts. A lot of guys do think with the head between their legs, though.
That's very true. And what that is a hot mess. I'm not talking about if you pretty. No, I'm talking about the things that go on social media misleading women. Oh, cook for him, clean for him, be his piece, massage his scalp, help him shake after he pee. Go out there and turn the wrench on. Help him do his math homework, balance his book, do his taxes, chew his toenails off with your teeth. All this crazy stuff they telling these girls. And he'll be home every night. That's a lie. It don't matter what you do. It's got to be something inside that man internally that makes him want to be a man. Because at the end of the day, I don't care how you shake it, how you cut it, how you twist it and turn it. A woman is not the head of a man. We can't lead no man. The man supposed to be the head. So it don't matter what you do. If the person that's supposed to be at the head ain't got his head on straight, baby, listen, my mother would say, pat and turn, or pat your foot and turn the corner. Get away from it. Because you're not going to change his mind. You can't change him.
But guess what? Like I said, femininity is dying out here in the West. Like I said, it's only a small percentage of femininity here and stuff. But but guess what? Like I said, I just got done watching my brother Ringo, you know what I'm saying? He broke down a lot of stuff. So I mean, I could totally relate to him. Everything what he's saying. And I said, this is exactly how I feel. I said, I had people ask me like, why aren't you married? Why aren't you this or that? Because people are not in there. A lot of women around my age group are not in their role. I'm not saying all of them for those who's watching, but I'm just very, very careful and selective because I'm spending the rest of my life with somebody. I want to make sure they're in their feminine role too, because like I said, too many people taking the wrong advice from like certain type of these online dating coaches and stuff like that. This 3 steps how to get somebody in bed, though. Write my book. It's a bunch of bull crap. But like I said, I go by the scriptures, by the word of God, because it tells you about the wicked woman and the virtuous woman. So I stick by the scriptures though, because it's not God's word will never lead me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? It's the book of living water. So that's why it's so important for women to get close to the Most High first and foremost over any man.
But this is the thing. We can't even just put it on that, because when churches open up on Sunday mornings, there's more women in there, and you can't hardly find a man. By the time a man walk in there, he ain't over 70. Them women darn near would jump across the pews and punch the pastor to get to the man, because it ain't but one for every 80 woman in there. For every 80 women in there.
I don't know if y'all want to hear the truth or not.
You can say whatever you like, baby, but I'm just telling you what the truth is. See, I'm somebody that's been around a long time, and I can tell you that has always been the case. I don't care what new stuff they cook up to, like I say, twist, turn, flap, how they say, slap it up, flip it, or rub it down. It has always been like that. Women will go and pray, even in the home. Women will pray, and men will be out in the street drinking. And that was even back in the 40s and 50s. Women sitting home with their babies, waiting for the man to come home drunk, hoping he don't run them out the house. And I'm talking about some of them that was in my mama's family. And it wasn't just my family. It was a whole lot of those families. So it's not about, they need to get close to God. If these black women hadn't been close to God, we wouldn't still be here to even have the conversation. It was God that kept them, and it was showing up the sisters that was praying, because it wasn't the men. And that I know for a fact. It wasn't the men. A lady 747 say all the families. Okay, I know I didn't think it was just ours.
Yeah, and guess what? I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say it's just women don't like that, but yeah, there are a lot of irresponsible men out there too, though. Trust and believe.
But no, baby. Not a lot, most.
But yeah,
by the time you start talking about the women are out of control and out of order and out of balance, the imbalance began when the clear folks was able to break the men. Why do you think they was buck breaking? They wasn't breaking the women, they was breaking the bucks, because once they broke the men, everything else went downhill after that. Period, point blank. Ain't a doggone thing that a woman can do to lead men. It's out of order. It's out of the natural order of things. Us being close to God ain't gonna save you. I don't care how well I pray. And some of these sisters can tell you, I will pray down the bricks out the wall. All the praying in the world ain't gonna help you. You better get to know him for yourself. I can't take you there.
Yep, you got to get to know him for yourself. You know,
you doggone right. So no, it ain't older women got to get close to God. It's a whole lot of praying sisters out here.
Whole lot.
Listen, it's a gang of them right over here in the royal family. Oh, we got some praying sisters over here.
Oh yeah. When like I said, every time I come on here, when I notice, I say, yeah, it's a lot of feminine women over here on this channel. You know, they don't argue with each other. You all get along. You know what I'm saying? You all conversate like just women, and you know that's very rare to see. You know, especially in this space and in real life.
That's right. But this is the thing. It works the way it works because we have some of us who are, as we say over here, ladies, what we call it, grown. Gabby said it, we grown. And so those of us who are grown, you know, I press upon my sisters that are grown like myself. We have to set an example. It don't matter what anybody else is doing. We have to set an example. We can't tell our younger ones how to behave and they see us doing something other than.
You're right. That's right. Example, both sides.
So we set an example over here, and we lead with love, and we love on each other, and we encourage each other, and we pray with each other, and sometimes we cry with each other. It be lashes all over the place. But it's done so in a way that even in correction, there's love.
That's true. That right there. What you said, and I've been saying that. Love is correction, though. That's why I'm telling a lot of younger women. I said, love is correction, though. You know, when a man, you know what I'm saying, want to see you do better, you know what I'm saying, you like, you know, I'm showing you that I love you by taking action. You know, love is an action word. So, yeah.
That's true. Well, you know, over here, we had a good crown chat not long ago where we were talking about love the noun and love the verb. Because it's a thing, it's a person, place, and a thing, and it's also an action word. It's both. And so we talk about over here that we got love the noun and love the verb. And because we got love the noun, we don't mind exercising love the verb. But what I can't figure out in the gender wars section of YouTube and in social media, why there are so many men who are dedicated to fixating on women's behavior. Leave the women to the women. Why are they not helping the brothers get themselves together? These brothers out here butt backwards. I mean, they don't know they behind from their appetite. And instead of the men focusing on, especially the elder men, focusing on helping these young men pull themselves together, they are absolutely obsessed with women and our uteruses and femininity and feminine energy. We got this. It's a lot of elder women who are working with our beautiful young flowers. Why are the older men not helping the young men? What is going on?
Same thing to go with some, well, not all older women, some of the older women that, you know, the competition and stuff, you know, they're telling, you know, the men, you know, you need to do this right here, young blood, whatever though, but you're not leading me down the right path. You know, you're not giving me no type of knowledge or anything though, something I could pass on to the next generation. But a lot of them not doing that.
We're saying the same thing. But why are our older men not just like we over here in the royal family, we love each other, encourage. I break my back and these girls will tell you. I will sit up, come up with lessons, everything to help our younger ones, to help my sisters that's my age, some of them older, so we can encourage each other and encourage each other to be better, do better, you know, be stronger, all that good stuff. Why are the men not doing that for each other? What is going on?
Because they're too divided by who's more alpha, who's more beta, who's red pill, who's blue pill, and they fight over women and stuff over there in these different type of manosphere, you know, spaces and stuff, which I never joined. And I see it. I say it's supposed to be about helping black men build one another, you know what I'm saying, with different areas of their life, financially, wherever it is, you know, dress, all like how you dress, just everything. Be productive as a man, but they're not doing that. So it's like, okay, you know, there's only a
But
few of us out
something
there
has
that's
got to happen because listen, I'm old school to the core. When you're talking to me, you talking to old school. I'm a throwback. I
right.
don't teach men. It's not appropriate in my book. So I don't have no interest in doing it. But it makes you wonder, why are our older men not seeing the state of the state of these young men and saying, let me try to do something to help these brothers get on track, because something is clearly wrong. These young men have too much feminine energy. They're so effeminate that they're literally battering women and fighting women because it's you got two women in the house. My mama told me two women can't live together in peace. Why are they
It's a
not
lot.
seeing this and doing something?
They too busy being in competition though with the other men. That's what it is, and it's just it makes me, it boils my blood. So like I said, it's only a few of us out there that's doing what we can to teach our best from, like, you know, from what I'm doing as being as a man, and like the younger generation coming up, you know, younger males can look at me like, hey, you know, this somebody I can look up to that's speaking some, you know, some wisdom. But you know, it's just the behavior, the attitude, and stuff. I don't know what's wrong with them. I mean, I stay away. I just stay away from guys like that. You know, they want to act like the streets, and I'm just like, nah, man, just nah.
To be
I'm just my
honest
own
with
man.
you, as a mother, like I say over here, we grown. You know, I call it double grown when you grown and got grown children. And some of the ladies are triple grown. Some of them got grown grandchildren over here. But it really makes me feel bad when I don't see better from our young men. I would like to see better at some point. Like, let's be honest, our girls are excelling. They're excelling. And I see people want to pull out a few bad examples. And you know, the Sukihanas and the, you know, what are these other things, the city girls and stuff. For every city girl, you got 100 of them that's coming out with doctorate degrees, opening businesses. My daughter's pre-med and gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous. My baby's so pretty. These girls are showing out. Demographically, the most educated group in this country. And yet, as a mother of a son, it's disheartening when our boys are showing up lackluster. And it seems like nobody's really paying attention to the fact that our boys are falling behind. As a mother, we carry them both the same amount of months. You got the same hopes and dreams for both sexes of your children. As a mama, you pray over their bedside the same amount of time. You spanking their behinds pretty much about the same amount of time. I tell anybody, spankings is like vaccinations, you know, like the ones at the health department. Don't let them fall behind on their beatings either. Keep them up to date.
Spare the rod, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I kept mine up to date. They, you know, the shot card was up to date, and so was the beating card. Up to date. Ain't none of mine went to jail. But as a mother, when you see with your own two eyes that the male children within our community are falling behind by leaps and bounds, raised by the same women that people are saying, oh, they failing, they're doing so terrible. Something's wrong, because the same women is raising these girls that's taking off to the moon. Something is wrong somewhere, and we need our men to do something. Now, you a man and you our brother, maybe you can go back and tell them, hey, let's try to organize and set up some stuff so we can help these young men. Because this is a mess. I'm just going to be real with you. This is a mess. It doesn't do any good for our girls to be excelling and starting businesses and getting educations and going further than we ever thought we could go. And then when it's time for us to give them out to be married, ain't nothing decent to give them out to. Hey, Tina. All right, Lala flexing them grades. She said exactly. I'm currently holding a 3.75. You better tell them, baby.
It's a lot. It's a lot of men. I've even read something about this not so long ago. Like a lot of men are not really going to college though. It was a percentage breakdown for about that, and it's more women graduating more than men. You know, because it's a really deep topic. Something I have to look into more.
The lady
So
747 is coming with some heat, and she telling the truth. Men are asking women to stop being excellent so they can feel better about failing, and that just won't be possible. I know no daughter of mine is going to stop reaching for the stars because it's a man that's got a step stool. It's to the extent that a lot of us mothers are simply saying, I know for my daughter, I'm going to need her to bring me a nice Igbo husband at this point. Until American black men do something different. Bring mama a nice Igbo husband. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Because something got to give over here. Something is wrong somewhere.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
Because when it's time for me to give my daughter out to be married, I'm not giving her to somebody who makes a fraction of her income and is going to ask her to be half of a man and then complain when after he's robbed her of her feminine energy. I can't, as a mother, I would be irresponsible to sit quiet and allow a man to steal my beautiful baby's feminine energy. That would be a travesty.
Mm-hmm.
No. And then you got people like Grandpa Kitten Heels over there with his extra juicy self trying to convince educated women that they should just settle. You know, for Joe
not just for any guy. You know what I'm saying? A man that's leading, you know what I'm saying, providing, you know what I'm saying, take care of the house. That's the type of man that you want to be with. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can put on a suit and tie.
Mm-hmm. But he actually was telling those girls to settle. It was one lady, I think that was the one that went viral. Everybody was having a fit because he told that girl she was average. Well, hell, she told him she was average too. She said she was a 5. So between 1 and 10, if you say 5, you saying average, you saying middle of the road. But you know, as far as her appearance, and I didn't think so. I thought she was a cute little young lady. But she's making 6 figures, and he's telling her, "How dare you look for somebody with 6 figures?" I was sitting there shook. I say, "How dare you not? You didn't work yourself till you got to a certain level. Now you're supposed to go date Joe the garbage man." I couldn't make it make no sense. Fatty back suit. I'm so glad to see you. Say, woo, Seanitra, just got off work. Been a trying day. So glad you're live so I can chill and laugh. Love you. Love you too, baby. I'm telling you, that's the kind of stuff that's going on. And get this. Oh, let me tell you about this. So we were over on our other friend girl, Ty said on her channel, and it was a members only live. Somebody found a vintage, like reel. I think it was from the 70s. And there were vintage dusty Negroes on there. And there was this man trying to explain to this woman that she shouldn't be trying to work. And because something about the clear man was giving them better jobs. And it was I don't want to misquote him, but something to the extent that was what was destroying the Black home, that women were making more money. I said, so they started this back in the 70s, trying to convince Black women to be less than so that their failures wouldn't be so glaring. Instead of there being a push and encouragement for the Black man, do better. We know you can do it. Come on, finish school, start a business. We got your back. The answer wasn't that. The answer was, Black woman, just be less. Just be less than. We know you're good at school, but can you fail a class or 2? Can you just drop out? I know you worked hard to get that raise, but can you just sit here in this cardboard box and not reach your fullest potential, because then it makes me look bad.
It's sad.
These are real things that are happening within our community, and we got to do better.
You know what they say? History is so deep. The rabbit hole goes very deep.
It does. Very deep. It does. And I think it started with breaking the men. That's why you hear me use the term post-traumatic slave disorder.
Mm-hmm. It is.
We're still feeling the mental and psychological effects of slavery long past the plantation, because slavery did not truly go away. It only changed.
You know what it does? They divided us so much to where they think like, look at your men, they didn't create nothing when we created so much in this country though, but they never give credit to us though. They took our ideals and they twisted to put in their own favor.
But this is the thing, and now Black men do it voluntarily because they have been broken. Yeah. So rather than start their own industry, they're comfortable to go and work for the clear man and allow him to take not only credit for their ideas, but to benefit from their ingenuity and their strength, that raw African muscle. When that same man could have built his own business. And I know it's possible because we did it at one point. We could definitely do it again.
Facts.
But see, now they don't have to burn down things and attack you to make you stop. They've already beaten you in your mind. So you just stop before you ever get started.
Yep. That mind.
Checkmate. Right. But see, where they messed up was they forgot to break the women too. So our girls around here setting the world on fire. Mind you, the clear man is still pissed off. It's like we forgot them heifers and they killing us. And in the meanwhile, where does that leave our young men? Where does it leave our young men? Because the world is big, but it's so much smaller than it used to be. You got a lot of our girls that are just saying, well, I'll just go get me a big, fine, pretty Black man from across the water who has a name and an inheritance and some land and an education, and he values marriage and he's connected to his children and he has culture and he has tradition, and I don't have to deal with Raheem. Where does that leave our young men here?
Leaves us, with nothing at all, just an empty future. And it is,
and isn't that sad? That's sad.
It is. You know what I'm saying? They try to make sure that y'all are way ahead of us and try to make you all feel like that you are all on top of us and that you could dominate us. That's what they're trying to do with our society.
But this is the problem. That's what they did on the plantation. They're not trying to do that now.
And they did do that. They did.
Right, on the plantation. But here's the problem. But on the plantation, it didn't work then because there were Black women who were risking their lives, sneaking to give whatever benefits they were given to Black men who were being held down. One of the most famous paintings, I won't say most famous, but one of the most poignant paintings that I saw from that era was of a slave woman who snuck to where this Black man had been beaten and tied up for days to allow him to feed from her breast, just so he wouldn't die. So see, there's a thing, and guess what else? Black women are still doing it with no thanks. With no thanks. Black women are able to penetrate into areas that men are not able to. And they, as in the clear people, they're not helping Black women to do a doggone thing. Black women are fighting and persevering because they haven't been broken. So the drive is different. The ambition is different. The aggression is even different. The tenacity is different. And when those sisters excel, they will still, in a lot of occasions, go get a Negro that's less than and try their hardest to prop him up to make him look like a man, even though he ain't. And then we still will hear Black men walk around talking about, but they put y'all over us and you oppressing hell. If Black women weren't still sharing the spoils of their conquest with Black men, most of them would have starved to death by now.
It's a lot of deep history. Damn.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of deep history, though.
But this is the thing. Black women have always been business women. We've always been traders. See, when you get into the history, baby, go all the way back to the root. Take it all the way back to West Africa. Understand, Black women, African women, we are business women. We know how to make money. We know how to make money. We've always made money. Before it was paper money, darling, it was cowries. See, I still got folks in West Africa. I can tell you how things have always gone. And you know what else? Before the slave ship, see, people want to think that, you know, slavery is Black people's history. Slavery interrupted our history. Before we were stolen and brought here, our women made money. And you know what else? Our men were not threatened by it either. They were proud to say, my wife trades, she makes money. Now it's only a problem because the men have forgotten themselves and they don't know how to do it too. That's the problem. It's not that the women became these you know, money making machines. This is who we were. This is who we've always been.
They twisted our history around to make it seem like, oh, this is not how it was supposed to be, to keep us divided and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like going at each other. But like I said, like you said, there's a root to every problem though. And the thing about these, you know, a lot of these guru stuff is that they don't have no solutions for it. And like you said, you got to go back all the way to the root of the problem.
Go to the root. That's
where it starts at. You got to go to the root.
But the thing is, if you go, but not just the root of the problem. I think the key, I believe it was Dr. Ben that said it at one point, like a lot of our people here are out of their African minds. You have truly lost identity.
Yep, identity. Yep. A lot.
Once you lose your identity and you don't have a true knowledge of yourself, you're powerless. You're useless. It's like a dog with no teeth.
That's facts.
The women, everybody that was stolen and brought here, they stole your name, your language, your deities. They stole culture and tradition as best they could. But there's certain things inside that are innate that really couldn't just be stolen as simple as saying, don't say it. It was still in there. Even some of the things that we do now traditionally as Black folks, especially in the South, a lot of those things are truly things that are African. We just never stopped doing them. We did them when we got here. The white folks didn't understand what we were doing. We kept doing it. It passed on. And it just became one of those things that this is just what we do. Not realizing it was your roots making the journey with you. But when the men were broken, a lot of their identity was broken out of them. The women, even though they may not have had a conscious understanding of who they weren't broken. So the behaviors still carried on with the women. You get what I'm saying? We're still who we are. We're still who we are. When we sit down with other women from West Africa, Central Africa, once we get past the accents, the language, and we start grinning, cackling, kikiing like women do, we all move pretty much the same way. But the men, not so much. Not so much. You talk to men from other places, when they have problems, their first answer isn't, but the women. In this place, when men start to fail and fall and not to succeed, it's but the women. No, not but the women. You're a man.
Right. That's really interesting though. About the identity thing that, you know, a lot of us lost. Who we are as Black men and, you know, Black women. That's something really good to truly look into, because if we know who we are, here's the thing: the other nationalities, they know if we come together and we get in tune with our true self, you know what I'm saying, Most High get in tune with Him, and we get in tune with ourselves, they're afraid that we come together, that we're powerful. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a lot of us.
But that's why I keep saying the world is big, but it's getting smaller every day.
Right.
There's plenty of girls that's went and got some I mean, some nice looking fellas from across the ocean and got married and had beautiful babies. And these men are treating them mighty fine. And they got lovely, strong families. And things just look so nice. It's not that we're not building that bridge, because one thing about it, prophecies have to be fulfilled and nothing can stop that. So there's definitely going to be a gathering together of the family across that ocean. But the problem, and I won't say the problem, but what perplexes me is what happens to our young men here. I'm a mother of a young man. I'm concerned. Mm-hmm. I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's the future's not really good though. Oh man, it's not really looking too good over here, especially in the Western world, because said like a lot of our identities have been stolen and stuff, and it's only a few of us that are awakened.
And it's hurtful to watch. And the reason I say it's hurtful to watch is because for those young Black men that are here, mothers like myself, I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I wouldn't give my baby to one of them. I mean, I'm gonna have to see something miraculous to make me allow my baby to marry any one of them. I mean, God Himself gonna have to send me one of them post-it notes Candiace had on RHOP to make me hand one of my beautiful babies over to one of them. But what's so terrible is that there is a history that was, created here. It was out of our control. It was not something that we chose. It's just something that happened organically. And there's a beauty in our people here too. There's an absolute beauty in our people, in the strength, in the resilience, in the variety, because Black people in this country are not a monolith, state to state, region to region, just different foods, vernaculars, dialects, you name it. Beautiful people. And it would be a disgrace to watch all of that go down the drain. Mm-hmm. Because all of our girls end up having to marry out to get a decent husband. Because, a woman adopts the culture of the man she marries. It's just a natural thing. Everything that we are here is literally in danger of being something in a history book. Well, probably not even that, because they're not going to give us our history in the book. They're going to turn around when they tell my story. I'm probably going to be a white lady with blonde hair. So everything that we are, everything that we were, our grandmothers, our grandfathers, it's going to be down the tube if we can't get these men to get themselves together. That's a tragedy. And yet we got our people, our young ones on social media trying to have gender wars instead of trying to figure out how to fix this mess. It's pitiful. I'm telling you the truth. It's pitiful.
Yeah, it's some history lessons though, but I might talk about some things maybe another time. But yeah, this is a really, really great live stream. I
want you to come over here more often. I know you be coming through, and I know a lot of times you say you be working. So I was so happy you could pop up and chat with us tonight. Lala is telling the truth too. A lot of them are trying to compete with women rather than competing with other men. Yes, and not with your brothers, the other men on a global level.
Yeah, that's why I kind of I stand out. You know what I'm saying? I want to use the word loner type, but if that's what you want to call it, then so be it. I seek knowledge for myself and truth for myself. So
well, I can tell you we enjoy you over here, and I hope that you find a way to impart that to some of these other brothers and encourage them, and with love, encourage them. I don't know how y'all men do what y'all do, teaching each other or whatever, but maybe y'all can get together and work something out.
Yeah, I have free brothers in the truth. I have free brothers in the truth that they teach though. They already know what's up, and just like-minded men and women you have to be around. Because, like I said, all of us ain't like that, both
Mm-hmm.
genders. So it's all about come across the like-minded people. While the ones who don't want to listen, then that's their downfall.
Right, but you still give them the information with love because this
Right.
is the
And
people, right? You know, people so intolerant and impatient now. Tell the people the truth. They might mess around. Hey, SS, they might mess around and not listen today, but you don't know 2, 3, 4 months down the line. Sometime a couple years later, they remember that conversation. And they
right,
remember I was talking with Cool Gent and he said something, and then they might come back and find you. Remember you were talking to me and you said X, Y, and Z? What did you mean by that? So you
right,
still put the information out, you still put it out in love. Even if you see that they ain't taking it for what it is at the moment, you still put the same smile on it, put the same love on it, still let them know, hey, I understand that you don't dig where I'm coming from right now. But you know, if you ever think about it and you want to know something else, come back.
right. I remember reading something where, like, a lot of us men, this for any man watching, we gotta get our power back for sure, because we are the leaders. You know what I'm saying? We're the kings of the earth. It's important to know who we are and stuff. Not let any other nationality tell us who we are or who we're not. Our history is in the scriptures. You know, but yeah, I appreciate all you ladies. You know what I'm saying? Thank you all for the upliftment and stuff, because that's a rare thing too. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of women don't really do that these days. Because like I said, the gender wars and stuff like that is going on, and the hate is real, and it's just I'm just the lone wolf.
Well,
That's
that's
out here
all right.
walking.
You can be a lone wolf when you get tired of being lone wolf. Come over here with your sisters, and I might be old enough to be your auntie, but come over here with your sisters and be comfortable. You ain't got to worry about being no lone wolf over here. Okay, you welcome
Yeah.
over here anytime. But you know that I've been told you that you more than welcome. Bring some of your friends with you. You know, they'll enjoy us. We'll keep you laughing. We silly sometimes. And
Yeah, it's
sometimes we
all
do
good.
like we doing tonight. We just chop it up. And ain't nothing
Hmm.
wrong with that. Look at Veronica. You see, before I could say it, she talking about tell him to bring his bros and fellas over. We all she say conversate. We converse together. We are nice over here. That's right. We ain't gonna bite you over here. Ain't nobody got no fangs.
Yeah, I should appreciate that though. Yeah, this channel is definitely the jackpot. Definitely the
Oh,
jackpot. So feminine ladies still, like I said, I mean, I noticed when I came in the room, the energy and stuff, I feel it through my screen. So, you know, I'm glad y'all doing what y'all doing over here, you know what I'm saying, the femininity and what I'm saying, the uplifting, some of the decent brothers that's out here trying their best. So we all need to uplift one another. It brings balance to each other. Forget the hate and
that's
stuff.
right.
Cause hate ain't isn't no solution for any of us though. Love is the
No,
foundation, base to all.
it's true. And it's like here lately, it seems like black folks don't have no patience for each other. Like, we got to be patient. I don't know. It's almost like people forget you didn't always know what you know, and you wasn't always where you are right now. You came from somewhere and from something. So while that person is coming from the same somewhere or a different somewhere, be patient with them. You manage to change and grow and learn something different. Give them time to change and grow and learn something different. We get so impatient and so angry and aggressive and combative and hostile with each other. It's unnatural.
Right. It's very true. It is unnatural. It
I'm
is
telling you,
unnatural.
baby, it ain't nothing but the work of the enemy.
Yep. What's that scripture of battle against
Flesh and
different
blood.
things, stuff, flesh and blood. Yeah, that's what's going on right now.
Ephesians
Ephesians 6 and 12.
Ephesians 6.
6 and 12. Yep,
We
6 and 12.
wrestle
Yep.
not we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yep. Yep. That's where we at right now. And you just gotta stay prayed up over each other, and fight for defend your femininity as a woman, and I gotta defend my masculinity as a man, because that's what they try to do. Enemy try to tear us down. You know.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. But the fight has already been fixed. When you know that you already won before you start fighting, it makes it a little easier.
Right. Right. It does. Yeah. Yeah, it
Your
does.
them gloves don't feel as heavy when you know the referee been paid.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. The judge has been paid.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd been paid.
Whole thing.
That's right.
Whole thing been paid.
It's already been paid. So you know the gloves ain't quite so heavy. You still feel the weight, but they ain't as heavy.
Right. Right on.
All right. Well, I appreciate you so much. Oh my goodness. I know you about ready to go. But
Oh no, I appreciate the love. I like the love, I don't
we
get this a
enjoy
lot every day.
you.
Yeah, I don't get this a lot, This is a rare thing.
I love it. I love it. I love it. But I'm serious. Y'all come back. Bring your friends with you. Tell them they welcome. We don't do a lot of the new stuff over here. As far as the things that are a little more, how do I put it? Unbecoming. But we do everything else. We have a lot of fun over here.
Okay, I like I said, I just give out the best of my knowledge, what I've learned and so-called been taught, but I learned for myself. So I just do my best.
And you do just fine. You do just fine. Well, all right, my dear. I'm going to let you
Uh,
go ahead and get you some rest because you sound tired. You sounded tired about 25, 30 minutes ago. You a trooper. You's a
yeah,
trooper.
yeah, I am. I am. I know how to hold on when I can.
I appreciate it. Country mama says she talking about good night. All I'm going to try to go to sleep. Well, go on, country mama, get to bed, girl. A lady 747 say we ain't trendy, just truthful. That's right.
Right.
That's all
Yeah,
we got over here.
yeah. Shout out to you, feminine ladies. Shout out to you all. Much
All
love
right.
to all y'all, man. Just yeah, I'm gonna stay tuned. Do another show in the near future.
All right. You come back anytime. We'll be here.
Okay.
All right, dear.
All right, now
Bye
y'all have
bye.
a good night. Yeah. Good morning.
You
All right.
too.
Peace.
Uh-huh. Y'all, we had us a good time talking with our young brother this evening. That was cool. Listen, we had a little too much fun. We done been up on here going on 3 hours. Now y'all know good and well. We was supposed to have been in bed at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half ago. We done talked about everything, and we didn't even get the other back porch question. I guess we'll leave that for Saturday, because we sure ain't about to ask another one tonight. No ma'am, and no ma'am, and no ma'am. That's right. We gonna get some rest. Y'all take yourselves to bed. We got Good Morning Royals in the morning, and I will be here. I won't say with bells on, but I'll be here, and I hope y'all will be here too. Those of you who already hit that like button, let me say it one more time. Thank you so, so, so much. Andrew, Matt, you missed most of it. Oh man, yeah, go back and rewind. We had us a good time laughing and kicking, and then the conversation got good. On the back porch, that's where the conversation get real. And baby, tonight the conversation got real, and our brother Cool Gent came to kick it with us, and the conversation sure enough got good, honey. We went to talking about everything. So yeah, Andrew, man, go on rewind it so you don't miss nothing. Okay. But I appreciate you guys so much. Get some rest, get some sleep. Okay, that's right, Lala. We all up past our bedtime. Well, y'all know I don't go to bed no time near now. But y'all get some sleep. Please say your prayers, sweet dreams, all that good stuff. How they used to say good night, don't let the bed bugs bite. All of that. Okay. If you sleep with the light on, crack the door. All that good stuff. And we will see you guys again tomorrow at Good Morning Royals. Okay. Those of you who are listening, if you're hanging out, I hate to say bushes, it makes me uncomfortable. If you're hanging out and you're not typing in the chat, if you're not a member or you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Okay. And come back, come again, come often. You are welcome here. We enjoy having everybody here. Even if you don't talk, we still feel your energy and we appreciate your presence. Okay. And if you feel up to it in the morning, come on back for Good Morning Royals, just so we can greet each other and start our day together with some good positive energy and try to encourage each other along the way, okay? Hey, Jesse, you caught the tail end? All right. Well, listen, y'all get some rest. I love you guys. If you, like I said, if you didn't hit the like button on the way in, make sure you go ahead on and hit the like button on the way out. And I will see you all in the morning. Good night, Andrew Matt. Good night, everybody. Talk to y'all tomorrow, okay? Bye now.